Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me. I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me. I'm a man.
Riding on my dinosaur. Riding on my dinosaur.
Who's the epic villain you miss the most? It's the umbrella guy listening to them crying as they pull the plug because their case is dying. It's falling apart, listen to them scream. Gotta laugh if they're stupid on my next live stream. And down he goes, another lawyer falls. Like reverse Pokemon, you gotta wreck them all. They just got nuked, the case turned to ash. And how they blame the plaintiff and beg the court for cash. And all the excuses, how is any of this real? Begging sanction them, Your Honor, we cannot pay our bills. And for all those reasons and what you said about jail, I'm gonna change my arguments and blame Mr. Hales. Picture a lawyer so corrupt he lies about proof, about messages, about his own words. He even frames his lawsuits as other people's filings. Why? Because accountability isn't a word in their vocabulary. Who's the epic villain? Broadcasting coast to coast. Who's the epic villain you missed the most? It's that young umbrella guy.
It's that young umbrella guy. That sounds so off. Young umbrella guy. Sorry, folks, by the way. I was a few minutes late, as Megan could hear because I didn't mute my microphone.
He was busy burning himself, taking a pizza out of the oven with no oven mitts.
Yeah, the kids. I bought some.
I
nice,
heard him
lovely
screaming.
Yeah, I was like, what in the world? The kid, not only that, but Elizabeth, the oldest, she put in the pizza on like this big flat pan. It's just a big flat, not used for pizza pan. And I was like, that thing's got to be 1,000,000 degrees
With no oven mitts. I heard you screaming, find the oven mitts.
Yeah. They're like, Dad, we need help. I was like, help with what? We need help to get out the pizza. I was like, I told them, I was like, do not put that in before you find the oven mitts. I did anyway, of course. Today, I did something very, very necessary. After all of the horrible stuff that happened yesterday, with the Charlie Kirk thing. One reminder out of that is to take time with your family, spend time with them, love them, set moments with them, because, every day is precious. And I took the littlest one. My mom took the oldest for a girls' day out. So the little one's been wanting a dad-daughter day. So we had a dad-daughter day. We ran around all day doing stuff. Yeah, it was really fun. She's she is a character. I have to. Oh my Lord. I took her over to Five Below. We finally got, this little town, we got a Five Below finally. And it was it's funny watching her go over there. They have a lot of candy over there.
They do. Five Below is a great store. I do a lot of Christmas shopping there.
It is.
You can really get some terrific stuff for very little. Like good presents. Like not even like there's good craft presents, and my kids like the crafts there.
Mhm.
And normally, like if you buy those at like the fabric store or whatever, they're like 3 times the price. And
Yep.
it's like the same stuff. So I like
Steve
it.
Widget asked what a Five Below is. It's like a $5 below store, so
$5
used
and
to have-
below. Yep.
yeah, we used to have dollar stores, but we don't really have dollars. We have stores like called a Dollar General, but they don't really sell things for $1.
Not anymore.
No, but Five Below has some pretty nice. Now, again, with anything, you have to make sure you make sure you don't overpay for anything. So you look everywhere, but they have some surprisingly good stuff for now. Not everything. Again, it's below $5 as well. So when we go over there for a little town like this, they have a place that they have like a Japanese candy aisle. And it's like, wow, in the middle of Podunk, Tennessee, we have Japanese candy aisle. That's awesome. It's also going out with the little one is way too expensive.
Oh, I bet.
She's so cute, Please, Dad. I won't ever ask for anything else, Dad. I love you so much, Dad. She told me, she was like, I told her no more money. She was like, I am 6. I cannot get a job. What do you expect me to do?
I can't get a job.
She's like, what do you expect me to do?
You should tell her, yes, you can. I've got a job for you. You can do some yard work. There's weeds to pull.
It's so funny. She's a character, man.
Are there no weeds?
I also, so today I did something else too. I went to the police station to have a little chit chat, with a police officer because I wanted to know. I got a particularly messed up email yesterday, and I wanted to know if I reported it since all of the horrible stuff that has gone on in the last 24 hours, that we've been looking at, since that highlights what threats actually can entail. I wanted to know if they would do anything. We can, of course, we've done enough informational reports to choke up a system. I mean, I'm not doing another informational report, but the answer is pretty much no, nothing will happen.
Right.
So,
they won't do shit.
No, they won't at all. And yesterday's was, I'll show it a little bit later. I'll let the algo catch up a little bit. You get so much time and then you can show things like that.
Yeah.
So I'll give it because it's pretty jacked up,
Yeah, but honestly, like you look around at what's happening in this country and you've got prosecutors who won't prosecute people pulling guns on 8-year-olds. You've got judges letting violent criminals out of jail 14 times so they can go murder someone on a train. You really think they're going to take vicious death threat emails seriously?
Not just that. Okay.
Because they will not.
The not prosecuting, that's one thing. But what about investigating a guy with a protective order? Trying to see if you can hem him up. How about that? Like, I don't know, say a guy in a small town that we've talked about. He has one, and he gets a protective order. The town that we're talking about not only refuses to act on the protective order. They, there's some we're digging in now, but there is some let's just say there's very credible, I'm going to say, evidence pointing to the fact that they told police not to enforce that. So it's not an act of they won't, like they look at it, it's like no, they were told not to. But beyond that too, we have some very serious emails that we are going through right now. And in one of them, maybe I should pull that. You want me to pull that up right now?
I think you should.
Oh, my goodness. You all want me to pull that up right now? Would you like to see something that will really tick you off and show?
I think you want to see it. Just saying.
It's something. There's a couple of now we're going through hundreds of emails just to make this clear. Okay, so while we're doing it, there's a lot about we found stuff about about barbecues. You know, that incident. Then we have found stuff about Patty. You know, them talking back and forth about that. We have found them calling in to Hale. We have 2 Lees mentioned specifically. That will be a fun one we'll talk about tonight as well. $5,000 for the fence they spent, you say?
Yeah, but in their own report, they told the Levy County that they spent $5,000 on that $20,000 fence.
So that number they keep throwing around again, it's wild. So let's pull up the investigating a guy for having a protective order. This again, Spartan, I'm gonna put all this stuff together as we go forward. We are just now really getting into the crux of this.
Oh,
this
you didn't screenshot who it was from? That's important.
Oh yeah. Actually, I have another copy of that. Give me a second. I know I have another copy.
Because that part's really interesting. You're going to want to know who this is from, folks. You know this person. We've talked about him quite a bit.
It cut it off, man. I don't know what cut it off. Huh?
Oh, well, I can verify who it's from. Because I've got it here somewhere.
Yeah, I've got it. I actually had it. And let me see. I know I've got that around here. Give me a second. I can't believe it pulled that off there.
Yeah.
You know, it's
no, we're not doxing anyone. These are public records. Folks.
These are FOIA requested emails. These are from public officials.
The government of Levy County and the 8th Circuit and the District Attorney's Office.
Yes, so they are legally requested
and by the way,
documents.
They didn't want to give this up. They put up quite a fight.
Oh, no. No, they do not. Let me see. Maybe that's it.
They had to be threatened with a lawsuit in order to give this up.
Oh, Dan.
Oh, Dan. You all remember Dan Owen, right? The district attorney that can't seem to prosecute ARP cases when they have DNA. You remember him.
Yeah, well, here's Dan on the header of an email. Look at that. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned
to
that.
The sheriff.
I know I have this somewhere.
To the sheriff, Brett Beauchamp. Isn't that the sheriff?
I can't really see the.
Isn't Beauchamp the sheriff of Levy County? Hold on, we gotta
make sure. I can't. God, I can't.
Brett Beauchamp, Levy County. Pretty sure that's the. Oh, sorry, under sheriff. Excuse me.
My bad. Yeah,
Excuse me.
I keep thinking he's not sheriff. He's an under sheriff there.
Here he is. You want to see his ugly mug? Would you like to see what he looks like? Sure. Here we go. There, I put it up for you. That's him. This is Brett Beauchamp. There he is. Boy, is that a stripe of like a down the center of his head?
I've never cut a part in my hair. That's interesting.
That looks like a skunk stripe, but looks like a bald spot.
It looks like a butt on top of it.
Butt head. This guy is a literal butt head.
It's so bizarre.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but this dude here, they, like I said, they do not want to come off this stuff. I like how they tried to redact the word perjury too, and they didn't manage to redact it, from that one. Look at that. I love that.
Did they try to wait, are you telling me they tried to do that?
Yeah. That's in the documentation. They tried to.
Oh my God.
Actually, I'm thinking about, I think the way this looks, because you can see some of the letters, I'm wondering if you strip this. I'm going to try this. I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but I'm going to go back to the original file that they turned over. Again, like to alleviate any kind of concerns.
You're right. I think we can strip
I think
the.
I think we could strip all the words.
You're
off.
right.
Yeah,
I think we can. I'm going to work on that while you're doing this.
There's programs that'll do it for you too.
I think I can do it straight in my Firefox. I think I can do it, or not Firefox, my PDF thing.
Yeah,
whatever the hell it's
if
called.
not, I think we can get a recovery thing and actually do it, because I think they did it badly.
I think they did it badly too, and that's their fault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're allowed to do anything we want with a document once we get it.
That's right. If they haven't properly, locked it up, that's their fault.
Yep. And these are officials. It's messed up anyway. They will use protecting the victim or investigation or whatever. They'll buzzword on top of it, and they'll use anything to redact items. And some of the items that they redact, they make sense every now and then. Like, hey, a name on there, but sometimes they don't. Like here, this is nuts. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you again. This is from Dan Owens, the guy who should be enforcing a protective order. But instead, I've never heard of a person doing this, by the way. Never, ever, ever heard anything. So he's like, can you email me the petition that Redacted filed in order to obtain this order of protection? So, okay, look, it's already been obtained. This is clear. This is, instead of enforcing an order of protection, he's wanting to go after it.
He wants to investigate what a judge has already declared to be a thing.
Yes, to be valid. I've never heard of a sheriff pulling this kind of bullshit.
No, this isn't the sheriff. This is
under sheriff, a prosecutor, and an under sheriff. But they're both collaborating.
They're in on it. But the prosecutor is the one saying, "I want to investigate this. I want to see the.
I'm going to be asking them some questions.
The petition.
I think I'm going to be hitting them up with some requests.
Oh yeah, they need some. They need some questions.
This is for real.
Dan Owen wants the petition Jeremy Hales filed to obtain his order of protection.
Now, you might be asking, well, why would he do that? Would he want to be doing that because he wants to help out with that? Well, let's go forward. If you don't have a copy here, please request one from the clerk of Summit County. I want to see if he committed perjury in the petition. Wait, what? I want to
This is
investigate.
Outrageous.
Yeah, this happened.
First of all, I want to see if he committed perjury in the petition, in the Ohio petition. First of all, what business is it of his what went on in Ohio? This is a Florida DA. Mm-hmm. A Florida DA has no business second guessing an Ohio judge's order. None. His job is to just make sure that that order is followed in Florida. But he wants to see if Jeremy Hales committed perjury in his petition. And look at this. Look what it says. Specifically, I want to see what representations he made with regard to his residence. My understanding is that he has no ties to Ohio, much less Summit County. Is he kidding? Who told him that Jeremy Hales has no ties to Ohio? I'm assuming that's who he is referring to. Who else would he be referring to?
What business is it of his to go in and investigate an already standing order of protection when he is, again, supposed to be enforcing it? And instead, this jackass, he won't enforce it. He made it very clear. And they don't want to turn over everything. Let's make this clear too. They turn over stuff, but they don't want to turn over everything. There's more. That's what we're. I'm 100% on this. I am feeling it, and I think that's because we have yet another email that talks about enforcement.
Before we go forward to another email,
yeah, I'm talking about like an email we don't have yet. There's
right.
So
about enforcing it.
Yeah, there is. This stuff has been referenced. I mean, again, if you go back and you watch a few things, you'll notice something interesting that'll come up. Just go back and watch a few police footage and some other stuff, and you'll see. It's like a little treasure hunt. But yeah, I don't think they're wanting to turn over everything. Why? Because if they turn it over, they have done something criminal here. I mean, this is beyond the scope. And this, I mean, what else can you call it? They are colluding.
They're colluding.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
100% colluding to have him criminally investigated. 100%.
so you want to
And
know
for
why?
perjury of all things, for perjury, where everybody knows that nobody ever gets.
No, John Cook
for
say what?
perjury.
John Cook lied to the police about a firearm.
Yep.
He lied to the police
And admitted
twice
it.
about it. Yeah, they caught him in it. It's turned over to investigators. And what do? Oh, we can't go after him. Really? So you can't go after a guy for lying to investigators about a pew, but you can try to interfere with another state's protective order? Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, also, we should also point out here that Ohio, so if the redacted information there says Jeremy, we know that that's garbage, that he's an Ohio resident. If it is referring to George, which I guess it could be, she has a house.
He. It says he.
It does say he? Okay.
Yes,
So it must be referring to Jeremy, but don't you think it's kind of strange the way it's written? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's under the redaction. Is he using Jeremy Hales' full name every time he writes it?
Yeah, probably.
Look at how long the bar is.
Yeah, I think so. Like that first one, yeah,
the first one is a little shorter.
Yeah, but still, he'd have to. I'm just curious: is he using his middle name in some of that, or is it?
I know we've got to strip that. We've got to strip that out.
Yeah, we need it all. But I mean, this stuff is fascinating because you get this, and then after that, oh Lord, you want to see another one? A really juicy, saucy one. One that talks about fences and all kinds of other.
Oh yes, this one is good.
There are hundreds of emails to go through that. Again, we are going through these things. It will take weeks probably we'll be able to go through them first of all and do a good clean sweep of them. But then in the aftermath, we'll have to go back and we'll have to figure out, one of the things you run into, I ran into this earlier. I was going through, I found the Bubba Q's discussion there, where they redact things. There are cases that get mixed in too that have nothing to do with this. So when you look at it, you're trying to piecemeal things together and you're trying to
because that's something they do. When you ask for stuff they don't want to give you, they will sandwich the good stuff in between 1,000 pages of nothing. That's why you have to look through every single page.
John, my bad. That's the one about John Cook. My bad. That's not the one I wanted. That's a good one too, though, actually. That's one about Patty. Oh, Patty.
Mm-hmm.
So we have actually. I need to redact something off this one real fast, folks. Sorry, I see something I missed. I missed a email address. I don't want to give these losers any opportunity to shut down the discussion on this wonderful stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! They may have redacted it properly.
I don't know. I think we can get a program. Just the way that comes up, I'm wondering. I'm going to check I'm going to pull a program and see.
Well, I'll say the easy way to do it is not working.
Yeah,
but there could be other
color
ways.
Color change. Is that what you know?
Yeah. The easy way is not working.
Give me 1 second. I got to cut out 2 things, and I got to make sure that there is not a phone number sandwiched in here somewhere. I also, one of the problems with FOIA requesting is they do a damn sight sometimes to victims. They go in and they're supposed to redact stuff for the victim's sake, but they don't. They actually redact information that protects them. But they don't protect the victim, and it's wild. They'll sometimes leave in phone numbers. I think they do that intentionally, just to be honest. Damn.
They left a phone number in this one.
Yeah, they left I found identifiable information about complainants in another case that should not have been available.
But they made sure to redact all the things that make them look stupid.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Here it is. I'm redacting 2 of them, actually. 1 second. Sorry about that. They're arguing over balloon. Lord, swear. Kids will find anything to argue over, you know. She's like, sissy, she ripped the balloon string on my.
Can you hear me?
Huh? Yeah, I can. Hello? Hello? Have I lost Megan? Did I lose Megan? Dang. There we go. It was, I think I lost Megan there. I'm going to pull
Where did Tug go?
Huh?
I thought it was me because I had to unplug my microphone, but now I'm sure it's not me. Where did he go?
What?
Did he say, hold on a minute? Because I didn't hear him.
What?
What happened? And why are the comments on the stage?
It's you, Megan.
What did he do?
I think it's you, Megan. I think it's
I
you,
didn't do
Megan.
anything.
It's you, Megan. I think it's you, Megan. It's you, Megan.
I can't
I'm gonna
hear
text
him.
her.
That's weird.
Hey, Megan, it's you. I can hear. Yeah, here's the thing. Like, she can't hear me for some reason. I'm gonna pull up that document real quick, okay? So, oh, that kind of made me laugh for a minute. You never know who's like messing up on something like this. It's always so crazy. But let me get this here.
Now I can hear you. I don't know what the hell happened.
Now, Megan. All right. You know, if you like this broadcast, including keeping Megan on the stage, think about breadsticks. If we get enough, maybe we can weigh her down and she won't fly away into space.
How did the comments end up on the screen? What happened? I didn't do it.
That's so funny, man. I don't know. How did they end up on the screen?
Well, because the toggle was on, the show comments on stage toggle.
Oh, yeah. Huh. I didn't know anybody.
I didn't hit the wrong button. What I did was unplug my microphone for a second because it was sounding bad. But when I came back, I couldn't hear anything.
That was
so
hilarious.
I had to kick
I thought I'd lost it for a second. You know, I muted for a split second to tell one of the kids was fighting over a balloon. You know, they're like, she was like,
oh, that was perfect timing because really bad timing because I unplugged my microphone, so I didn't know you muted. So when I came back, I was like, oh, no one can hear me.
Yeah, well, that was funny because you were there and you were like, what happened to Tug? I was like, I can't hear you. I was waiting for the chat just to make sure it wasn't me. You know, what's really bad too, chat, you have to understand, YouTube delays us up to, like, we can sometimes, like today, I think we have about a 15-second delay between when we speak and the chat, you know, right when you hear it. So we can be looking at it 20 seconds to figure out. That's why sometimes it looks like we're padding for time for that, because we are. We're like, hey, can we get a response? All right. So here is the Lisa Lee. Let's see. Give me a second. Damn it. That one still has another phone number on it. I had to take off. Damn it. There are phone numbers. They have left 150
These idiots have left
they've left more
all kinds of crap on it.
Damn it, I gotta redact that one too. I saw that one after the fact. Give me a minute. I'm gonna redact it. Again, all this stuff is these idiots are supposed to remove all of that stuff too. You know?
But the only thing they actually did was remove what's damaging to them.
Yep. They actually left in though.
Really bad.
Okay, so there was a violence complaint, you know, where you have these people, I mean, they do damage to someone else. So you actually have, okay, so you have a woman get in a fight. This guy, something happens, he ends up getting kicked in the, you know, and apparently he was assaulted. He was accosted, right? Well, when you're going back down through it and you're looking at identifiable information that shouldn't be there, there's all kinds of identifiable information that is left in there. And I'm not talking about like who the person is, because they're going to be in reports, you know, as far as people that are reporting it. But I'm talking about like everything. So here is 2L. This is a discussion about 2L. Like, look at this. It's subject YouTuber call. A YouTuber call. YouTuber Lisa Lee. Now, this is yet more proof that these assholes have gone in and they have said it repeatedly. They have tried to do harm to Jeremy Hales. But you see, like, look at this. I am unsure of where she's from. So they don't find out where she's from, by the way. You know, when doing all of this, they don't get information. They're trying to weaponize this. This is them, again, trying to find something. But they're a fellow YouTuber. What does that mean, by the way? What the fuck is a fellow YouTuber?
Can you really put Lisa in the same category as Jeremy Hales on YouTube? Can you really?
I mean, you got somebody that they're looking to pull a few hundred folks, and on top of that, I mean, look at what they have to stream about him.
It's like comparing Walmart to the corner store. Like to the gas station, you know, it's like, well, the snack shop also is a competitor of Walmart.
I mean, fellow YouTuber. It's not like we're all one big club, you know, we all hang out. Oh, my fellow YouTubers, you know.
Hello, fellow YouTubers.
So anybody that has a YouTube channel is my fellow YouTuber, right? So every police officer, you know, we're told, or prosecutors, you know, we're told, oh, well, they try to do away with the bad ones. No. They're all the same. They're all the same. They've just told us because we're all fellow YouTubers. Well, they're all the same. But they're disgusted that this keeps happening to Redacted and family. Now, we know who Redacted is in this, of course, because
obviously
they, unsure of who that is, they just paid $5,000 to get them a privacy fence. So,
what's that you say?
And also, okay, 20,000. Say what? Remember that $20,000 we kept hearing about? We kept hearing also about all this. So they locked down a number. Now, remember, they told us that they had made $5,000 in gift cards and just random donations, not including the main money. I'm talking about gift cards and other nonsense. So $5,000 was 100% by their own admission paid for before you touched a dime out of donated money. Oh my God, by the way, did you see the Only Me stuff today?
I did.
You don't let me forget about that. I need that too. I need that in my life. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, there's so much. I mean, look, this weekend I'm going to catch up. I will not do a lot with the letters there, you know, go through and find stuff in them. If there's something like a little juicy, I might be like, ooh, look at that. But I'm going to wait for, you know, you and I when we get together. So we'll go through and find stuff, and we'll have a smorgasbord off of it. But for this weekend,
yes,
I still need to go through.
Remember that I won't be back until Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. So I guess I'm going Monday too.
You're on your own. Yeah, Monday
Yeah.
and Tuesday.
Oh, that's okay.
But I'll be back on Wednesday.
Oh, snap. I forgot about something else. I'm going to be vague here. You remember that email? Oh, well, you remember the Clayton Eckerd question?
Yes.
Yeah, with that reach out. I forgot to check to see if there was a follow-up. Shit.
Oh, no.
I've got to look today. Yeah. Man.
You should look.
I'm so terrible about doing that stuff. I'm like the worst about following up with emails or messages. Oh, man.
That's okay. Clayton's not very good at it either. So you'll be fine.
Well, it wasn't them. You know, it's the other person attached. I like them, and I try not to disrespect a person. That's for their time. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Anyway, so $5,000 and Redacted. Redacted, that would be Jeremy, you know, has moved the cameras higher up more than 10 feet to see over the fence, to basically stalk them and then use it as content to get views and money for himself.
Can somebody please explain to me where this alleged footage is of their property from a 10-foot up camera? Yeah. I've never seen such a thing. Is it out there?
Well, here's the question too. So I was looking at the videos where they build the fence, you know, 2L. So they have it in the beginning of their footage, right? And the privacy fence is really interesting because when John Cook is walking right beside the privacy, I think I've got a screenshot of this. Let me check if I do.
Can't you see his
But
head
in their
or
own
something?
intro, he's almost as tall as the privacy fence.
You're right.
What blew my mind, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, is he as tall?
But I just have never seen any footage that looks like it's coming from a pole or something, like from a higher vantage point ever. The only footage I've ever seen that Jeremy Hales has taken and used came from his truck when he was driving by or when he was like walking by. That's it.
It just amazes me. Law enforcement, these people are disgusting, man. Like to even humor these weirdos. And yet I read the Patty emails, and they're just like, because she's pissed off. You know that email? What's interesting, you know that email that she sent to them that we saw, that, you know, her communication where she's like, the way you all have treated me, this is trash, essentially. You know, I've come down there and did this. Yeah, it's in this pile of stuff. It's in here. And their communication about it is in here too. That's interesting.
Did you also know that Shara dropped a video today?
I did not, actually. Shara,
Yeah.
man, you got to fill a mug.
She did. And you know what's in it? Ironically, it's Lynette calling the sheriff to complain that people that Vet Nation called CPS on her. And it's about false abuse charges, false this, false that. They're calling falsely. And meanwhile, she is screaming at the kid in front of the cop that she's talking to, screaming at the kid multiple times. So in a call where she's complaining that she's being falsely reported for child abuse, she is verbally abusing the child.
Jesus, man. Okay, so check this out. I need you to see this. Okay, so this is them flexing on the fence. This is part of this is part of their, oh my gosh, look at all of what we've done, which is funny because there's a picture in here too of them trying to flex on the toilet, which is pretty funny. But and I'll show you that in a minute. But look here, so look at the height here, right? Where they're building. Check that out. You got him stooped over, and he's as tall as the fence. I mean, if he straightened out, he would be tall. That was
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
If he straightened up, you'd be able to see his head over.
Yeah, he's as tall as the fence there. So when they're complaining about over 10 feet, in what world? I mean, the road is higher than the freaking fence. Oh my God, that's such a disaster. Here, let me show you this other one too. I love it that they're like, they're putting out pictures, you know, to flex, and they're like, look, they are really trying to legitly use the barn dough. This is what they were trying to get the sponsors calm down. But look at that, toilets. Is this real?
What? Why would they do this?
Barn. I don't think you live in that one.
Oh my God.
Oh, and it's not Perry. Oh God. So funny, you know. So funny. They're like, oh, look at us, we're flexing. Why? So fucking
Todd,
dumb, man. Yes.
I need you to look at your text messages.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh my God, when shit pops off, you guys know when I leave, you know what happens, right? You know what happens when I leave. The shit's gonna hit the fan.
Does it really pop off?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Holy shite, dude.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Now there is, hold on, before there is a discrepancy here in the information. There may be a birth date error, but
oh my God. That's got to be.
It
100%.
is. It's 100% her.
Holy God. So can I just ask a question? I'll be very vague. Okay. I'll be very vague. because I'm not going to ruin. Oh my God, you folks. Oh my God. Maybe you should ask them about. Why don't you ask the ecosystem yet again, if people would, ask them about their their run-ins with, law enforcement. Ask them about their background and say if they would like to correct anything. Just make sure.
Or confess anything.
Yeah. Would they like to put anything into the public before the bomb goes off? Because, oh my God.
Would anyone in the anti-Hales ecosystem like to come clean today about what they've done in their past? Yes. And I'll just say that let's just say there's a mugshot involved. Would someone like to clear the air? Because there's something, holy cow, Tug. Look at the aliases.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder if we look all those up. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're again, I'm gonna look all that up. I want to verify it all for myself, even though, you say, okay, I still want to verify it before I talk about it.
Yeah, because I just got it, and while it is the Department of Corrections information,
yes, let's make 110%.
There's a few things I'd like, but meanwhile, if somebody is out there with an undisclosed criminal record that they'd like to talk about, now might be the time.
If you have any ecosystem folks out there, you should ask them all. Again, I'm not focusing on one. I'm just saying, would they like to come clean and tell us about records? I mean, since, they like to talk about people's pasts and stuff, maybe they might be hiding a nuclear missile, setting and thinking nobody's ever going to find it. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make it share. No, we need a little more verification before. Let's just say, like started. It'll be worth it, folks. It will be worth it. Trust me, it will be worth it.
All right, check your texts just one more time.
Oh, right. I mean, we're going through.
So you make the call. Because technically, it's a it's a government website.
Yeah, it looks wrong.
No, like I have the actual. I sent you the actual link. It's not a fake website.
I'm looking at oh my God, dude. Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing.
I know.
Oh, I got a tear in my eye. I do.
Right.
Oh, a nuclear missile is going to be launched, and it's going to be earth-shattering. It's going to be amazing. This stuff, I thought, man, it can't get better than freaking conspiracy
Oh my God, you guys.
with law enforcement. Oh, it's going to. So again, just again, ask and make absolutely sure that no ecosystem members would like to clarify anything, and we'll leave it at that. Make sure that you post it on the fan page too, the quote unquote fan page, because they love to post over there. So just ask it exactly. I don't want anything misconstrued. I said all of the ecosystem. Would they like to tell us about something that perhaps they have denied repeatedly? Do they have any past events they would like to share?
And to get a little more detailed, I think I could say what the charge was, because I just found out what the charges mean. Does someone out there have battery on a law enforcement officer, firefighter, EMS services, or other specified personnel? This is a serious felony. Battery on a police officer or a firefighter, and also a sudden snatch, which is hilarious, by the way.
Again, we'll watch and see what happens. Oh, I can't believe it. Today I'm going through these and I'm like, nothing can get better than, again, we have We have Dan Owens sitting around with these people talking to the fucking ecosystem.
I just found out what sudden snatch means.
What is it?
Oh, shit. When a person intentionally takes money or other property from the victim's person or body or immediate grasp with the intent to permanently or temporarily deprive the victim or owner of it.
Oh,
And
it's like robbery by sudden snatching. That's
like pickpocketing.
Yeah.
It actually says it's not sneaky. It's not sneaky like pickpocketing, but involves minimal
it's robbery
force,
like grabbing a
phone, grabbing a purse.
Yeah, that's felony stuff.
And assault of a police officer. These are two things.
Interesting. Oh my God. Oh,
holy God.
Guys, this is zoomed to be. And again, we've got all these to go through too. Again, hundreds and hundreds. There's God, how many pages of these freaking emails are there? I haven't even looked at how many. I've looked at the PDF. I've opened up everything because of the FOIA.
It's over 500 pages.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're going to have to go through, the other reason they do huge document dumps like that too, is because you have to break the documents up so you can mark them, with these giant ones. It makes it harder to mark them and say like, this isn't that, that isn't that. So they try to inconvenience you as much as possible. That's oh my God, that's going to be so funny. It'll be worth it, folks. We don't want to spoil anything yet. Let's just say. How dare these people, man? I mean, you have criminal assortment. It's like fucking Baskin Robbins over there. They got 31 flavors of criminal shit, and they want to complain about a dude putting a freaking camera up. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. All right. So let's get back to our wonderful email. Oh man, I can't wait for that, dude. I can't believe you're gonna miss out on that.
Well, I may actually be able to pull it from the docket while we're talking. I've found a bunch of them.
Okay, good deal.
So
all
if
right,
I
I'm
can
gonna read this
confirm
while
it,
we're going through too.
if I can confirm it, I'll let you know.
Yes. Yeah. If you, I gotta have, I want it beyond. That's one of the things like too, that a lot of people, we get sent a lot of stuff, some stuff from very, very respectable sources, and you're like, I believe them very much so, but you want to make sure, always got to make sure it's there. So they say that they spent $5,000 for a privacy fence and Redacted moved the cameras higher up 10 feet just to see over the fence. That's basically stalking, and then uses the content, views, and money for himself. Now she, talking about 2L here, is looking at so many Florida statutes to show that Redacted, we know who Redacted is again, is breaking the law and no one is doing anything about it. Now, she asked what we need to prosecute a case against him since all the others have been dropped, and stated whatever we needed, she'd be sure to provide. Now, I explained we get cases from law enforcement. Now, look at what they're telling them here. We get it from law enforcement. And I told her to contact them, file a report, provide all evidence, and if they felt like a crime had been committed, that they'd forward it to our office and also provide all the documents and videos and information to show. She stated that she was unsure who to trust because he's on the town council now. And that's a clear. Law enforcement hasn't gotten involved or hasn't done what they're supposed to. And this family is suffering. They're being cyberstalked and harassed by this man. That's the gist of the conversation. It was mostly the same thing over and over again. So here's proof, by the way, that 2L decided, again, to talk to the same assholes that told you they want to investigate Jeremy Hales for having a protective order because he had the audacity to circumvent them because they won't do shit. Since he's a resident of Ohio, He went where something could be done, and they got so butthurt about that. They tried to freaking put him in jail for it. That's what they were trying. They were looking for a reason. Again, a prosecutor telling police to dig for something. Now you have 2L contacting these same folks, and you know, here's old Danny Dan being like, "Oh, you handled that very well. Thank you. That's good times. That's fun stuff."
Oh, these people.
Yep. But this is, I mean, we have definitive proof. Like when you go in and you look again what Dan Owens has already done. You look at you look at the dates on this too. So the first one that we pulled up, what was that? 2023, right? What was it? Date? Let me pull it up. That was October 30th, 2023. So I mean, you look in here. Look at the time frame of how long this stuff has been going on. How many things have been happening? How ridiculous this is. They don't do anything. They don't. There's so much here. There's a. Oh my God. There's also. I want to pull up one other one in here. I want to pull up part of the Patty stuff. Now there's going to be more. But I thought that this actually deserves a little bit of a show and tell too, you know. Here, I mean, Patty's. What was done with her? It's such a mess. So here, check this out. So again, Patty. You remember Patty? She had the pew pew pulled on her vehicle.
I do remember Patty. Yeah.
I'm hoping everybody else remembers her. Yeah, you did a damn good interview with her, and you know all the information that was there. She was very knowledgeable with stuff. They went after her. They tried to ruin her life. The ecosystem did. They told people to go after her. It was quite insane. Well, here's no, that's the Lisa Lee one. My bad. I keep for some reason pulling those two up over and over again out of order. It's the way they look. Like when in the screenshot they look about the same, you know. Plus, for some reason, StreamYards is being weird. It doesn't. Damn it! It will not focus on that fucking screenshot. Okay, I have it pulled up there. Let me see if I can get it to pull again. It will not. Yeah, I can't. It won't recognize that screenshot.
That's weird.
It won't let me show it. Fucking thing. Give me a second, folks. I apologize. For some reason, StreamYards will not let me pull up that specific one. And you notice I pull up other ones, but I wonder if it won't do that. I wonder if I can pull up a different one. Yeah, no, it's under, when you window or close. Yeah, I can't. Huh.
That's very weird.
It won't show it. It will not pull it up. It refuses to pull it up. No shit.
Tech problems.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is StreamYards, though. Like, it's in here. It won't show any screenshots.
It just won't pull it up? Nothing?
It won't show any screenshots. I can't get it to show it. I'm going to leave and come back in. Just give me a minute.
All right. Okay? It's being weird.
Yeah, it's been weird tonight, so I'll be right back, folks.
All right. He'll be back. Don't worry, chat. Please hold. Your YouTube host will be with you momentarily. We are experiencing technical difficulties at this time. Please be patient and enjoy this hold music. Your host will be back momentarily. Please hold. We are having technical difficulties. The brand signal has been activated.
Holding forever. There it goes. It pulled up. Look, for real. Like nothing. I changed nothing in my settings.
I don't see anything on my end. Nothing.
Yeah, I pulled
there it is.
So, yeah,
there it
look,
is. Okay.
But when you show a screenshot, like you go in, you have your main tab, like your links pulled up, and then you have to switch over to window, and it has the screenshots. There's nothing on that tab for me. Like it just
chat
went
is
blank.
Killing me. We are experiencing higher than normal chat volume at this time. Your chat is important to us. We will be with you momentarily.
What is the name here?
Which
Ariella
name?
Screws? I thought that was just
Oh yeah,
something.
Ariel Screws. I love her name. She's the perfect person to work at that prosecutor's office.
Yeah,
She's
so
gonna
I
put
was
the
like, wait a minute.
screws to you.
Yeah. It's not,
I
man, is
love
that
it.
right? Well, I did too. It's
Yeah, Ariel
interesting.
Screws, by the way, was the person assigned to Patty.
Yeah, well, she was
I
pretty.
have been on the. I overheard the conversation that she had with her. It was pretty bad.
Well, they they have a lot of communications because she was pissed off. Here's them talking about it. Hi, Heather. This is the case that Dan and I corresponded with you about a month ago. It's related to Otter Creek, John Cook, and Redacted situation. In fact, during the testimony, she told us that she talks to Redacted about this regularly, and he posted updates on his YouTube about it. So look at that lie right there. She talks to him regularly.
Talks to who regularly?
That's got to be Jeremy Hales. She talks to Redacted, and he posts updates on his YouTube about it.
What?
That is a fucking lie and a half.
That's a lie. She never spoke to Jeremy Hales, not until way after this all went down.
I mean, they straight up lied in their communications. They need to be contacted about that.
I need to send Patty a text and make sure
Yeah, let her know.
that she watches this right now.
Tell her that we've gotten FOIA requests with all the communications about what happened there.
She needs to see
some of them
what...
she probably would not be very happy about.
This is unbelievable. This is a total lie. This did not happen.
I mean,
and why did they redact? Hold on a second. Why did they redact Jeremy Hales' name out of this? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. That's very weird. It is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because I'm assuming that when this FOIA was put in, it was put in asking for all the emails with Jeremy Hales' name in it. And when you request that, you should get them back unredacted with Jeremy Hales' name visible. Why have they redacted his name?
When they the email that she's pissed off into, we've seen her pissed off email. Like, again, it's so ridiculous when you go through and start reading the entire chain. Oh, that's so gross, man. These people are just it's like this with victim coordinators, though. Just to be honest, this is what you deal with. I tell you, when I had to deal with a DA's office, I could not get the DA themselves to contact me back. In fact, they were so disrespectful that they decided that they would not. They ended up following through on specific things, but not on others. But they didn't even bother to let me know that they weren't going to follow up on something. They told me they would when I dealt with them. And like for myself, I ended up going to court. And then I found out when I went into court that they actually weren't going to follow up with one thing. But they told me that they would, and I went to the courtroom for them to do it, and they wouldn't.
But they put John Cook's name on here. Mm-hmm. By the way, check your text messages again. They put John Cook's name up here. So why is John Cook's name not redacted if they're trying to protect names or whatever? Only Jeremy Hales' name is redacted. This doesn't make sense. No, I don't think they were talking about Wes, because Patty did not speak to Wes after this.
No,
Patty did not.
Also,
when Wes did what he did, Patty never talked to him again.
I don't think that's about Wes. I don't.
No way.
The way it comes together there. And their fixation with Jeremy, they brought him up repeatedly with it too,
By the way, I am a witness to the conversation she had with that office. And what they said to her was, when she was asked, she was saying to them, why did you interrogate me and ask me about YouTube when I didn't know anything about YouTube? Does that sound like she would have said that she's talked to Jeremy Hales all the time and he posted updates on his YouTube about it?
No, not at all. Well, and again, we didn't have updates from her repeatedly. You know, I mean, we were updating off of any kind of documentation that came up. We also had requests, so we ended up with footage. We had the footage that George herself had pulled. So I mean, it wouldn't make sense with Wes. It just doesn't read right.
No.
Now, at the time, you told us we didn't need to communicate with her anymore. Huh. So fuck her. She's a victim. Let's not communicate with her. You know how disrespectful that is to victims? You just fuck her. Who cares? She's not useful to us. I mean, their job is to coordinate with victims and to ensure that victims are dealt with the best way possible. This makes it sound like she's refunded. She's trying to ask for a refund from Airbnb. You know? I mean, for real. Like, this is the way they feel like to me. So, but they don't need to and to forward any communication to you. Her sticking point right now is she wants to talk to Dan and or his supervisor about the case. So Dan, again, like many DAs, is like, fuck you. You know? It's like, don't give a shit. You know? I mean, that's how they, and Dan here, oh man, I really think, like, I think what we've already seen is a real problem for them in their office, investigating somebody in a protective order. I mean, that's a problem by itself, but I think some stuff that they look like they may be withholding, man, I mean, that's lawsuit material. Unfortunately, with these assholes, all lawsuits end up doing, at the end of the day, if you win, we the taxpayers pay for it. It doesn't ever touch these people, you know?
This is a lie. I know this is a lie. I have proof this is a lie. Right where she says her sticking point right now is she wants to talk to Dan and or his supervisors about the case. Pam has talked to her on 2 separate occasions about the filing decision and get reimbursed for all of her travel expenses. I have many, many threads of emails with her where I explain, you know what, Pam, I have those emails too. You want to go? Because we got the emails too, where I explain in detail exactly what Signer and you had requested as documentation to consider for reimbursement. She has yet to provide any of that we ask. That's bullshit. She was begging them to return to do, what can you do? And they kept saying they couldn't refund her, that they couldn't give that back. And she and I researched what victims were entitled to. And we had to like point them to the law that said victims can get reimbursement. And she says, instead telling me that we need to research it. Why do you think she was telling you to research it? Because you kept saying no. She was here for testimony on a Monday afternoon. However, she asked for reimbursement of flight, car, and hotel from Sunday through Friday. Well, yeah, because you don't travel from Illinois to Florida for one day.
See, they want to stick it to her. They told her, and remember how this played out. They told her if she came down there, that was the only way that they would be able to do anything. The only way that she would be able to get anything done. So she did. They thought that would be the way that they would stop, but it didn't work. It didn't work at all.
She is very unhappy the charges were dropped. In fact, calling me, Dan, Ariel, and Pam liars. Well, you are a bunch of fucking liars.
They did lie to her, man. They lied to her straight up. They told her if she went down there that that was the only way that they could go forward with charges, when they absolutely were never going to do anything. They never.
Yeah, they completely wasted her time and money. They knew they weren't going to do anything.
I mean, they gaslit a victim, and they are supposed to be. We pay their salary. They work for us. They work for us, taxpayers.
They refused to let her do her interview by Zoom. They forced her to travel there, and then they tried to not pay for it. This is unbelievable.
Hey, your email's in here.
I know it is. Let's not read that one yet.
That'll be fun.
We'll save that. We'll save that for.
It's just funny. I'm like, hey, there's Megan Fox's email. No, I'm looking at the email while we're talking. I was looking to see what other juicy little nuggets are up in this mug.
Yeah, and what's funny about my email being in there is the email that was forwarded with my email that says, I got this email from the press and I don't know what to do. You know, by the way, they never responded to me, not at all, not once. I didn't get my records request and I didn't get a response to my email. But we now know that they knew about it. And then some guy named Derry says, if this is a media request, I will handle, not to me, internally. But nobody handled it. This guy, whoever Derry is, I'm going to be sending him a follow-up email. You can bet your ass. Whoever Derry is never responded to me, did not follow up with my request.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right here. I'm looking at them communicating about that with Derry. I'm
and Lenora, this person, Lenora, that I mentioned, she got really freaked out that I had her name. I'm not even sure how my name got disclosed.
Yeah, that's what she's doing right here.
To whom I can only assume is the press to ask for the information below. Listen, fucker, you work for the government. I can find your email address because it's public record. What kind of a dumb bitch do you have to be that you don't know how a member of the press gets your email address when you work for the government? Unbelievable. I don't plan to respond. I've never been involved in the many case file reviews.
Well, they're shook. They do all kinds of sketchy bullshit, and then when a member of the public, or a member of the press, anybody, they actually ask something, they're like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. Oh my god, they're asking us questions. What do we do? I'm the media person, but I don't want her to have my email.
Trying to see how many times words like YouTuber come up. You know, that's weird. They broke YouTuber into 2 words.
That's because they're boomers, probably.
It's just so bizarre when you see it there. You know? But I mean, there are hundreds. Again, folks. Yeah, Megan said that's 590 pages of document dump that they threw on us. So. I know when we're going through it, it's going to take a hot minute to go through all this stuff, but it's very interesting information.
But now we know that they all got my request. They all got my media inquiry. They all got it.
It freaked them out.
They sent it around to multiple people, including Dan Owen. I believe he was on one of these. Oh yeah, Dan Owen and Derry Lloyd. And a bunch of people were just twittering about it all day long about, what do we do? I'm not going to respond.
Well, you know, when you were saying, like her saying, look it up, she said this. This is what she's saying. Okay. What she's telling them is look up, you know, the flights, how it works. She said, please use some common sense and look it up yourself. To fly from the closest airport to my home, which is, and it notes the place, because again they redact her email address, but not where she
lives.
Yeah. And to fly back home, I can only fly on Sundays and Thursdays. I had to rent a vehicle to get to your office and back to the airport. I'm not
right.
Even
do they
asking
think
for my
that you can just fly into Florida from Chicago for one day and turn around and go back? You can't.
She said,
if you could, it would be super expensive.
I'm literally only asking for flights and vehicle rental. You all abused me with you. You all abused me. You had absolutely no reason to force me to come back to Florida. It's just a twisted game because you didn't want to do your jobs. And it's disgusting that you did it at my, and in parentheses it says, a victim's expense. Now, they take that and they say, oh, well, that's her saying we're all liars and stuff.
Yeah, she didn't say that, did she? She said, you're abusing me.
Yeah, she said she called them abusers, and they are. I mean, their job is to help victims, but they did a lot more for John Cook than that, huh? Interesting stuff, though. I mean, all of these, you get a look. What's really disgusting about it is you get a look at how these people comport themselves behind the scenes, you know?
Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny that they're not smart enough to talk to each other instead of writing it down.
Yeah, for real.
You know, it took the library, in my library case in Chicago, it took them a long time to figure out that they couldn't even leave voicemails for each other because I was going to FOIA those too. They stopped using emails. And they started leaving each other voicemails, and then I found them and I had them on tape then.
This is
Then
so
after
good.
that, they trained them at a library conference. Do not use email. Do not leave voicemails. Only talk on the phone. Literally. That's what they did. That's how the government eventually will thwart the public that they owe transparency to. They will stop using email and just start talking to each other on the phone, which is not recorded.
This is what they say about her email behind closed doors. Listen to this response to each other. Thank you for your update. I don't see a reason to change our position that at this point our end of the conversation is over. We're happy to help reimburse. This is nasty when you listen to it. Reimburse proper expenses when we provided documentation. If she had it, I'm sure she would have gotten it to us. Of course, feel free to forward anything you get over for our review. I will remember the case. His name is redacted with a smiley face on it. I will remember the case. What does that mean? This is what it says.
Can you pull that one up so we can look at it? I want to look at it.
Well, it's got some shit in it that it's got a name left in it. Like, I guess I can redact this. Give me a second, okay? Just give me a minute, because this is very weird. I don't understand what they're trying. Fucking tools. Nothing wants to work today.
You know what else I thought was hilarious is that there's an email in here from Carla Corsi to Amanda Martin. Copied to Dan Owen. And it says it's from Carla to Amanda, and Carla appears to be like a supervisor of some kind of Amanda's, where you remember she was the victim's advocate supposed to be for Jeremy Hales. And she says, I'm curious. I was under the impression you had conversations with Jeremy and maybe with Lynette. I think it says Lynette. I don't know. It's redacted. I was looking through the files and did not see any notes from you, except one entry dated 1/18/24, which says several conversations with victim and nothing else. Nothing about what the conversations were about. I would like to know what those conversations were in case I end up having to talk to him.
That's interesting.
And she doesn't even sign off on it. It's just period. That's it. Sends the email. Then Amanda writes her back and says, I haven't received a call for you or heard one received for you in over months. And Carla writes back and says, from now on, if you receive a call from me, do not send it to the phone number in Levy County. It needs to be forwarded over to Gilchrist. And then at another time, she scolds her and says, basically something like, next time, write down what you talk about. Because you're doing your reports wrong.
You're supposed to. I mean, honestly, though. I mean, they are supposed to write down, with anything. Like, why the hell are you having conversations where you're not recording that?
Listen to this. Listen to this one. Dan Owen to Debbie Snyder. Let's definitely talk when you get back. I need to give you the full story as I know it. There is some necessary caution which needs to be taken by you and Carla. If it's not, there will be resulting negative consequences. And I'm not talking about Amanda. I'd prefer to talk to you before I have any discussion with Carla. Huh. What's going on over there, Danny? What are you doing over there?
Go to page 163. I cannot get this fucking thing to snip or anything. It's curved. Right. I don't know what's
163.
163. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That's that email at the top that I was telling you about. The one I was talking
okay.
about. That's the communication that I was talking about.
We don't know who it's from. Why is it redacted? Why is who it's from redacted? Is it from Patty? Is that why?
Yeah. I think there's another. Then maybe it's 164. God dang it, man! I tell you, there is something. I don't know. Nothing wants to cooperate today.
All right, let me see 164. Oh yeah, the one where she was saying.
No, the one I want you to look at 162. My bad. It'll be like it's either 162. Yeah, top of page. It's from Heather Jones.
Okay,
it's that one. Okay, when you go to the first redaction.
Why is there a fucking emoji?
Yeah. That's it. It says, of course, feel free to Forward anything you get from her for our review. I'll remember the case. His name is redacted. Smiley face.
Huh. Okay, wait.
What does that mean, though?
Whoa, hold on. All right, I think I can pull this up. There's nothing that needs to be redacted.
Well, there's his son,
Travis Hale Jr., though. Who's that?
I don't. It says you must be a long time something victim of the name blank and blank or
Alachua County Victim Advocate. The name,
yeah,
whatever, and
I
his
guess they
son
worked there, but I don't know.
are
They
the
didn't
stuff
redact
of-
the name, but they redacted.
Well, who cares? Names are not doxing. It's fine. That's fine.
Well, I mean, we can put anything on there, but it's just bizarre. They redacted the first person's name, but they didn't redact the son's name.
Thank you for the update. I don't see a reason to change our position. Our end of this conversation is over. We're happy to help reimburse proper expenses when we are provided the documentation. If she had it, I'm sure she would have gotten it to us. Of course, feel free to forward anything you get from her for our review. I will remember the case. His name is redacted smiley face. You must be a long time Alachua County Victim Advocate. The name redacted and his son Travis Hale Jr. are the stuff of legends. We are not going to be able to convince her that our decision was a sound one, so there's no need to keep trying. Okay, hold on. We can find this out pretty easily. His name must be Travis Hale.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Otherwise, how does he have a junior?
I will remember the case. I don't understand what that means, though.
Because the name must mean something. The name Travis Hale. Who's Travis Hale? I see a Travis Hale mugshot in Florida, in Alachua County. What was he arrested for? Could be a totally different guy.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, they've got some kind of. They're saying that person was.
Holy God! Homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated, and SA.
Holy God.
Obstructing justice. This guy looks familiar. Holy God, he's got a rap sheet like you cannot believe. I wonder if that's why. Oh, because if you're why would this? I would imagine that if you were a victim's advocate for this guy's crimes, you would remember it forever.
Yeah, but why is it coming up in this?
I don't know.
What does this mean? Like I said, I don't understand how that comes in, because it doesn't make sense coming up in any of the
We're going to have to ask people from Levy County. They're going to remember. They're going to know, I would assume. And it looks like, God, are they a father-son team? It looks like, yes, senior and junior may be matching criminals. I don't know who else she could be referring to, but because nobody else comes up.
Why would they bring that up in this? That's what I'm wondering.
That's a very good question.
Like, I mean, is it the names are close together? Hale?
Oh my God, maybe. Do they think that he's related? But they couldn't. They're completely different races.
I don't know. There is something bizarre in Levy. Levy County is like so jacked up, folks. Again, we're digging through these letters.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know why. I got it.
Okay.
I will remember the case. His name is Jeremy Hales. You must be a longtime Alachua County Victims Advocate. The name Travis Hale and his son Travis Hale Jr. are the stuff of legends. That's why she'll remember it, because he has the similar name to these two freak criminals from Alachua County.
So she just compared an email with victims advocates, people that are supposed to, again, Hales has needed services from that. And she's talking about a person that had a pew-pew pulled on them. They're talking about Patty through this. Jeremy Hales is not, he has nothing to do with this case whatsoever. He's just their excuse why they won't cover it, because they're so fucking corrupted. So they decide behind scenes, they think it's cute. They're like, his name is Jeremy Hales, smiley face, and they compare him to a couple of monsters. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, and I love that they call them legends. This is
I would love some
premeditated
clarification.
murder
That
stuff.
right there should be a clarification for a press question. Could you explain the comparison between, while you're discussing a victim, and they did call her, by the way, they did refer to Patty as a victim in their email. They just said, hey, we're not going to do anything for you. But they did refer to it as a victim. So
she was assigned a victim's advocate.
Yeah. Well, and they continued even after when they were when they kicked everything to the curb. They still refer her, to as a victim in this. So they've turned it into a joke, talking about potentially making jokes about victimizers. That's pretty gross. That doesn't seem professional in any way, shape, or form.
No, it doesn't. But these people are not. They're not good at their jobs. I think we know that.
There's a whole chain of emails with her, though, as you go.
Oh my God, I like the way she ends her email. We are not going to be able to convince her that our decision was a sound one, so there is no need to keep trying.
Yeah.
Thank you. Y'all have a happy new year.
Yeah, that's some douchebaggy stuff right there,
Mm-hmm.
So there's a response to that, too. It's Michelle Barr writing back to Heather Jones, and she says, good catch. I think my brain will probably forever associate the name Hales, because it's redacted, but it's got to be Hales there, with Travis and Company. Hard habit to break.
Oh, my God.
This is the director of victim services who is saying that they associate Jeremy Hales, victim,
with murders.
with a monster. That's holy God, these people are going to roast for it. I can't wait to write up my question.
I hope he can sue them.
I'm going to hit them with some wonderful questions for this.
These people are so
because I would like to know.
Unprofessional.
The director of victims services wrote that. That is the director.
And these victims advocates are referring to a murderer as a legend. Think about that.
Yeah, and saying they think, well, because they have a similar name. So you're like, ha, ha, ha. I mean, she thinks it's funny. The director here is like, ha ha, good catch. That's great. Good job there.
What an
so
asshole.
I mean, like, that'll be again, this is it's amazing. These letters are amazing because they give you the mindset that these folks are carrying. Page 157. So 162.
Oh my God, this Ariel Screws is really going to upset you. She uses the word y'all repeatedly. Let me know if y'all need anything from me.
I'd like a little justice, but what do I know?
I'd like some proper grammar. I would like you to stop using fake words in your emails. Y'all is not a word that you should be typing.
You know what's weird? Okay, so that letter that was written to Beauchamp, the one we showed earlier, the one that's on 155.
One with the reverse mohawk. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you look, so he has a banner at the bottom of his stuff, and it's so funny because there's a banner. It's a bald eagle on a tree, and
and doesn't it have like a quote? Isn't there a quote? Or is that Dan Owen?
It says undersheriff / legal advisor / legal advisor.
Really?
How are you a legal advisor?
Maybe he went to law school. Weirder things have happened.
Well, that's strange to. Maybe that's why Dan Owens is hitting him up, because the title of that email, by the way, where they're after Jeremy, is it's needs some help.
I have it on good authority too that Dan Owen, you can see him on the camera in court yesterday. He was there, and he was there only by default because that was criminal cases happening right after Jeremy's case. And I have it on good authority that when he heard the case that was being heard before his criminal cases, and he heard the name Jeremy Hales, his face contorted into a contemptuous sneer.
That's interesting.
This guy has a hate boner for Jeremy Hales.
Oh, you can see it in the letters. So in this too, the way this chain starts out, I don't have this redacted, so I'm just noting the way that this comes up. You actually have a contact originally from Brett Beauchamp. It starts at 3:32. The original subject is need some help. Now we don't know what that contact was about because they had that on the phone. They actually had a conversation via telephone. But the response to that was, can you email me the petition that redacted files? So with that, they started, Brett Beauchamp is the one that started into this. He just didn't write it down. He had it started out with a please call me. Then they have this email that we pulled up here, this right here. And then Beauchamp writes back and notes that we'll have to request it. Will do. Thanks again. So they had already, between them, they were conspiring to cause problems there. You know?
That's crazy. It's not like they don't have crimes to investigate in Levy County because, you know, nothing ever bad happens there. Right?
What is this? I'm curious if a few of these, if you scroll, are you still in the email?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at page 153 bottom, and I'm curious if this is about someone else or is that about else? Because it's right after that. Now again, there's a gap between them, but I'm curious if that's about him.
The one that says, "I believe this should go to someone in your office."
No. They.
The one Stephen Williamson.
Yeah. Because it's like, hello, we recently took a case in which Redacted was accusing Redacted of cyber stalking. The law is vague in that part, in that reads in part. So, but you look at it. To
engage in a course of conduct, to communicate, or cause to be communicated directly or indirectly, words, images, or language, by or through the use of electronic mail or communication directed at or pertaining to a specific person. So it seems like talking about another person directed at on a public forum internet is a violation of the statute. It doesn't make sense because it would impede on freedom of speech. That's right. That's why it's not wrong. It's not a violation because to communicate to or cause to be communicated means you would have to go out of your way to contact that person. Me speaking on the internet about someone does not contact them because they don't have to listen. Now, if I told you to go and contact Tug and tell him I was talking about him on this day and I want him to know that he's a stupid fucker, that is third-party communication.
Yes.
But if I am online and I'm just like, that guy is a dummy and he doesn't know what he's talking about, he burned himself because he didn't use any pizza tray holders or oven mitts, and it's his own damn fault. That's not third-party communication. That's freedom of speech. So this guy is right about this. So Deputy Williamson understands. Interesting.
Wait, what is this? Is this to Amanda Martin? Subject, what does it mean? Oh shit, what is this?
What page?
141. If we find something really good, we'll pull it up for you folks. I'm sorry. You know, we were reading them.
We just got this today, like 500
look at
pages.
This. Oh my God, is that written by? It looks like it's written by. Oh, it's got to be by her. That's got to be her.
By who? Lynette?
Look, blank videos are all about us. Court, the hearings themselves are on in line. In one, you can hear his attorney whisper to him to install cameras in the woods across from it. That's her.
That's her.
Oh shit, I'm pulling that one up.
Yeah,
you all want to read a fun one?
Or do you want me to pull it up because you're having problems? I can pull it up
right here. I got it.
All right.
I think I get it. If not, check this out, Bugs.
Oh my God. We have drug screens to prove we are not druggies.
Oh my God, this stuff is so amazing. Give me 1 second. I'm rolling it down where it doesn't show the
Just to
the
make
people.
sure.
I don't want
Yeah,
to have to
that's what I
redact
did.
it all.
I don't want to redact
Yeah.
it either. I just rolled
Okay,
it
so
down.
check this out. This is this is to Amanda Martin though. This is well, it's you know who, you know. It's
LMNOP
oh my
and
God, this is
Ruby.
amazing. Oh, this
LMNOP
is
and
amazing.
Ruby.
Look at that.
This is
So-
on January 12th, 2024.
Redacted. Videos are all about us. Court. The hearings themselves are in line. So
How dare they
online.
be in line?
In one, you can hear his attorney whisper to him to install cameras in woods across from the property to film us 24/7.
You
If
can?
that isn't stalking, I don't know what I'd. Just it's supposed to be.
I don't know what can you embiggen it? The chat wants it bigger.
Oh yeah. Only one more time. Like I say, that's it. That's all I can give you. One more time. Is that better?
That's better. That's better.
Wait, let me see if I shift us.
Yeah, put us on the bottom, maybe.
Damn it! It pulled it off the screen. What the fuck?
What?
They have messed with
they have messed with
they've messed with our
everything.
control panel. There we go.
They've messed with
that's why I'm having
everything.
problems, I bet, because the
How did
control
you
panel
find? Oh, there it is. I see.
it's down. You got to do a drop down on it.
I see.
Yeah. Man, what the hell though? All right, so check this
No,
out.
StreamYard screwed around with the layouts today.
Yeah. So we have we have layouts like when I move all this stuff around, and they're supposed to be in a straight line. Well, they thought that was too convenient, so they put them in two different things. But they changed it without telling us. They gave us
they did. They did tell you when you logged in today. Did you not get a pop up that told you? I did. I got a pop up, but not in yours. I was in mine. When I got
that's funny. So you got so you got one in yours. Oh, I thought you were saying you got one in mine.
No, if I had got one in yours, I would have told you, because then it would be like, oh crap, it won't pop up for Tug now because it popped up for me.
Funny.
But no, I was in mine.
I couldn't even get. I mean, I couldn't get the stuff to show for a minute. It's weird. Anytime they change something to make it worse. So here,
it's true. If
this is stalking, I don't know what I'd. And the detective told us they're not going to investigate. Redacted. You know, again, we know who that is too. It's only us being investigated. We have drug screens to prove we're not druggies. We have cameras to prove we rarely leave our property and do not follow redacted. Yet a recent video of court, he said he has people following us 24/7 and knows where we are at all times. Russell Meeks as well. Wait, does he know where Russell Meeks is all the time?
Listen, it's a very small town with 100 people. It's not that Jeremy has anyone following them. It's just that the town reports to him where she is. Because anybody who sees her is like, hey, Jeremy, she's over here. She's at the Walmart.
In court, he said that he has people following her 24/7. So this is what she reports to Amanda Martin. Again, Amanda Martin. I can't believe that Amanda Martin was assigned to two people where you can't be a victim's advocate for two people and also consider them an aggressor too. You can't have an abuser and an abusee, in the same person and have the other. It doesn't work. They should have signed. If they don't have another victim coordinator, then they should have brought someone in from the outside.
But the weird part is they did have another victim coordinator. That Ariel Screws is another victim's advocate. Ariel Screws could have been assigned. That Carla person could have been assigned.
Man. Hey, folks, if you enjoy our content, by the way, make sure that you letting people know that we are live. We actually have done pretty well today. Make sure that you hit that like button. And if you'd like to go further and you'd like to help out the channel, consider Ye Old Breadsticks. It has been a crazy... Oh, man, I forgot to bring up that letter. I forgot to bring up the letter from the... Maybe I'll show that. I think it's been long enough. Let me show that nasty, and then we'll continue this one. Okay. So, well, maybe I will. There he goes. Good job. I swear to God, I'm irritated. Like everything. Like once one thing screws up, everything.
Look at this. Kitty Ninja says the super chat bar is now open for Kodunk breadstick business.
So I got this wonderful thing. This is, again, I have I cut the top because it's too long to put in everything. And like I said, I talked to EO Popo to see if there was anything that could be done, any investigate, anything, because you can get anonymous bullshit ones. Again, people love using. There's about 7 anonymous sources, where people email through, and you'll get them through that. You'll get them through garbage email, just whatever. People use just whatever. But it was like, I got this yesterday. Like I said, this is the one I showed Meg. I was like, good God, man. Because it said one day they'll, now again, excuse typo, they're just awful. I'm going to read it as I think it sounds. Beam you, one day they'll beam you and your kids up like Charlie Kirk. What the fuck, man? That is a threat and a half, man. We're not playing. This isn't a game. This is real for 2 Lee, for Mal, is that Marla? I don't know who. Malrz.
I think Marla.
I don't know who that's supposed to be. I guess it's Marla. Yeah, Michelle, for John, for Dave, and all the voiceless.
They all have YouTube channels, you dumb fuck.
Snake horse.
They all sit in front of a microphone for 5 to 8 hours a day. They're not voiceless. They're just morons.
We are the light in the darkness. What the I've heard them talking about we are the light and all that, like, God, I've heard that a bunch of times now that I think about it. It didn't register with me at the beginning, but you remember they've been on the kick that, we are the light, or I bring the light, or whatever the fuck they've been saying, they're trying to, fight warriors against, is that use? Is that what this is supposed to mean?
I don't know. I don't speak clown.
It says us. So
we fight warriors against us. I don't know. Why are the people who threaten you so illiterate?
Please give me illiterate. Well, I get some literate ones sometimes, and
not often.
No, I pick up the ones I want to make fun of, and I take the really funny examples. I get some illiterate ones that are pretty interesting, and some of them will use different resources to note things about, like, where I live, for example, things like that. So I don't pull those emails up, but yeah, some of them are pretty nasty too. This one, though, I was like, are you kidding me? On the day that happened, I get this.
Yeah, that's really gross. And it's got, in my opinion, it has one person's name written all over it.
Yeah.
I'll let the rest of you, I'll let those of you out there who know the people involved in this make your own,
I'm just like, man,
make your own guesses, but I know who I think it is.
I'm just like,
I only know one person who talks like that.
Yeah, I know. There's a specific moron.
That person is not good at hiding the way they speak.
Yeah. It's like illiteracy on display there. It's so gross, man. But anyway, let's get back to this letter. I just wanted to show people that because it's been long enough. And when I got that yesterday, I was like, what the?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about it at first. I was like, do I want to show that one? I went and they got, and again, when people are like, man, you should talk to law enforcement, they don't do anything. They don't care, man. Like, I can't even attribute that to a person. They won't investigate. They don't give a shit. So, it's so bad. But anyway, so back to that. We have drug screens. We rarely leave our property and do not follow redacted, yet he has people 24/7. That seems to be stalking to me. We've never followed him, ever. We did not know he was in Ohio the day we ran into him. We had just left your office talking to ladies at window. I don't understand why he's not being investigated. Wait, what? You ran into him and you want him investigated? What? I also don't know what he can or can't do to us now. He said the temporary protective order was over. So is it over? What day was this? What day did you say? I don't want to scroll up.
I don't know.
I'm curious. Is it over?
Oh wait, I can scroll up. January
that's what I'm
12th.
saying.
I was like, wait, I don't know. How am I
What
supposed
year?
to know?
What year is that? 2024?
2024.
Okay. So what protection does that give us, if any? So they're like, oh, well, we no longer have a protective order to hide under. And if I chose to take the honor of the offer to be on the board of Otter Creek, will I lose any protection I may have? Will he still need to stay away from me? Now, John is very ill from the stress. We have 1 second.
Is it the stress or is it all the alcohol she said he drank every single day? Because, I have questions. I do have questions.
I had a Raider checking on me. She was like, hey, checking on you. Appreciate it. But yeah, doctors who will testify, he's suffering horrible high blood pressure from anxiety and stress. You notice they never tried to bring anything like that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, they would be posting that everywhere, whatever, right? Redacted's latest videos says he wants and is taking my land and is suing me for his attorney fees. So his attorney is charging him double. So I have to pay what? He's going to charge me. He's letting his attorney charge me double. What? Again, who is stalking who? I hope you can answer the questions because they're very important. The board seat is now open now. And the town of Otter Creek people, some of them, a lot of them have asked me.
Well, now which one isn't, Lynette? Some of them or a lot of them? Because we need to be, can we be more specific? Some and a lot are two different groups of people.
I don't know. To be fair, I'm going to play the devil's advocate because it's funny, right? Otter Creek has 100 people. So if you get some, which I would assume is 3 or more.
That's still a lot out of 100.
You got 3% of the population.
But how many hot plates is it? That's what I need to know.
Oh my God. You know what we need? We need we need a video with mathematics flying around, and then it'll be like our hot plate demo. God, I need one of those. I do. It needs both of us working out the mathematics of something because we're doing a hot plate mathematics.
Hot plate math. You know what? We could do the entire budget of Otter Creek in hot plates.
Hot plates.
All right, listen, next time one of you goes to that town hall meeting in Otter Creek, I need one of you to stand up and be like, how many hot plates is this going to cost us?
Yeah. Exactly.
And please film it. Please film it. I will play it and we will all laugh.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Yeah, you should. Ask it very seriously. Very seriously.
What I need to know is how many hot plates is this going to cost
the
taxpayers?
Voice to the voiceless. That's right. Oh my God.
We need a hot plate mathematics chart, like the crazy hot matrix. Yes. We need a hot plate mathematics chart. Yes.
That's what we need. I'm telling you, we need freaking. We need a
20 hot plates per permit.
Did you notice, by the way, folks, that remember when Lynette Preston said that she didn't have any voice? She was taking her voice back. She was going to be posting, and anybody that wanted to ask questions could. Well, you notice how fast that got torn down because now she has deleted every comment off of her online stuff. Oh my God. I wasn't surprised by it, but what a liar yet again, Yet
Yep.
again. Oh yeah, remind me to show that only me. Well, I'll mention and I'll bring up the only me thing.
Some of
I've
the
got plenty
people
of days.
some of the people in the chat don't know the hot plates joke.
Oh
So Lynette, this won't take long.
no,
Lynette needed a hot plate, which we discovered it was like $40, right? You could get a hot plate for $40 at Walmart. And instead of, coming up with $40 and getting her hot plate, she was grifting for a hot plate and asking Fleesa to use the money that she got to buy crowdfunding for a hot plate. So
yeah, so this whole stream, I kept converting everything.
we were converting.
Yeah, like when any
How many
mathematics
hot
would come up.
plates?
Yeah,
How
I kept
many hot
converting
plates
all of
for
our
a-
stuff to
for a
hot plates.
$5,000 fence.
Oh, it was so
So,
good. We're like,
it was
but
so
how many
good.
hot plates was it? Oh my God, it was amazing.
And according to Fleesa, if they spend $5,000 on a fence, that's exactly 125 hot plates. For those of you keeping track, 125 hot plates to build the fence.
That was so funny.
So now we like to count things in hot plates.
Running around the sphere like he's doing complex math.
Are you asking the AI?
I'm trying. I don't know if I have anything close enough.
Chart.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make I'm trying to take something that already exists and I'm trying to make a graphic.
Oh, that's funny.
Because if it can do it, then we'll have some fun. Oh yeah. You better believe it. But she asks, so if she takes that, if I'll lose the protection of not having them come near me, I probably won't do it. But if the protection order isn't really protecting me of anything, then I don't see the relevance of it. I guess I'm going to try it. I'm trying to figure that out. Weird thing, you know what just dawned on me? I know this is random because I just stopped. We were talking about at one time, we were talking about the Ohio protective order and we felt somebody had been trying to interfere with it and stuff because of just certain things. Remember we were talking about that? Maybe it wasn't just a lawyer and a bunch of clowns. Maybe it was a prosecutor.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that prosecutor reached out and tried to?
Here's the weird thing. The prosecutor, Dan Owen, he started it with his hate boner of Jeremy Hales in October of 2023. Bruce was not involved then. Nobody was involved then. It was literally just Jeremy, and Jeremy hadn't done anything except go to town hall and complain about his water. So the question is, does Dan Owen have family in Otter Creek, or is he friends with Russell Meeks? Because at that time, Jeremy had only done a few videos about Russell Meeks and the water.
Oh my God. Check this out. Look at the screen. Here we go. Oh, hot plate math.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God. now I've got to work a hot. I see. Oh man, I'm going to see if I can work a hot plate into the end of that. If I can, that'll be amazing. Maybe with the symbols, maybe I can have little hot plates flying around too.
That's funny.
You can't confuse AI too much, God knows what it'll have flying around in the picture. But we're thinking about calling into the sheriff's department every time we leave and telling them our location and turning on our GPS so the police can follow us since Redacted is lying. Oh, so they use GPS. That's weird because they wouldn't turn over anything when it came to their vehicle. Are they telling us they have GPS coordinates? And remember with the request for production, it dealt with
oh my God. GPS.
So, are they telling us
so she said they do have GPS.
Yeah. So
but you told the court you didn't have that.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Really, it is.
It very much is. And
wait a minute. Do they really think that they're going to waste the sheriff's department time by calling them every time they leave their house and turning what? So the police can follow us? What do they think these guys are doing all day long? There's ARPing going on. There's arson. There's burglaries. There's murder going on. And she's going to call the sheriff every day and have them follow her around town. Oh my God. Stop it.
This is just so crazy. I mean, but you know, this is manipulation is what it is. It's absolute. She's trying to, and with Amanda Martin, remember they weren't charting their conversation. So who knows what the hell they were talking about half the time, you know, or most of the time, because you get this kind of crazy and she feels comfortable hitting her up saying this, you know, but turn on her GPS so that the police can follow us, since Redacted is lying, and say we follow him everywhere he goes and that he knows his vehicles. When we don't look for his vehicles, we don't watch for them, because there's no punctuation, by the way. They are not trying to let them rent spaces in our heads. Wait, what?
What?
They were not trying to let them rent spaces in our heads. What in the world?
It kind of feels like they do live rent free, though, in your head, Lynette, because that's all you talk about.
Lynette,
that's all you think about.
You do live rent free in my head. I admit. I think about you all the time. Oh my God. Oh my God, the hot plate.
Did it do it?
Holy shit. Look at this. Give me. Yes, give me a second. I cannot believe this. Yeah, I asked it to extend that. Here is it's like, ooh, look, mathematical equations, and on top of that, what's he thinking about?
Those are hot plates. They look like
that's what
orange slices.
That's what it is. Hot plates.
They look like
they're blazing hot plates.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
You people on Facebook cracked me up. Somebody posted, okay, anti what the hales ecosystem, come clean. Who is the snatcher? The snatcher is such a great name for a felon.
Oh my God, that is going to be interesting to see. Like bust out. Like I said,
I was supposed to remind you not to forget to do only me's comments.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I might be maybe I shouldn't. I might be officiating an online wedding soon. I might be. We'll have to see. You know,
I don't think you should do that. It might be actually a legal wedding.
Right.
You're
that's not my fault. I was asked to do it. I mean, you know.
Oh my God! If you actually marry just J-Hip and Miyagi, I will never stop laughing.
Oh my God, that'll be amazing! Like you know that. I mean,
we'll have to cover their divorce. We'll have to get all the divorce paperwork together.
You know that'd be amazing for sure.
It would be so good.
I would be very entertained. Okay, but let's see. No written space. We don't want them. We don't want to think about them. But it looks like I'm going to have to start wearing a camera and videoing to be just like him for the rest of my life, to prove that I'm not just like him. I don't know what else to do.
That's probably a good idea. I mean, why doesn't she do that?
I'm going to wear a video for the rest of my life to prove I'm going to be just like him, so I can prove I'm not just like him. Wait. Oh, Lynette, you are entertaining some days. You are very entertaining some days. And you don't even know it. That's the most amazing thing about Lynette Preston is she doesn't realize like how ridiculously funny she can be some days. She really should be a comedian.
I know she should be, but the problem is she can't be funny when she's trying. She's only funny when she's not trying. It's unintentional.
Yeah, when she's like.
So actually, if she had a camera on her all day long, like a Lynette reality show,
amazing. Yeah,
that's the only way it would work. She should do that. It could be. I'm telling you, she has a future as the Turtle Queen of Levy County. If she would just get that dummy John to follow her around with a camera all day, she would have ratings through the roof. I'm telling you, she would.
So we've done nothing. I'm forwarding an email from my sister to prove that my sister went with me to look at this property in 2018 when it was selling for tax sales. The taxes were up for sale, so that's my proof that I did look at the property long before Redacted even thought about looking at his.
Garbage. She's
Yeah,
lying.
very much so. Where's that email? I want to know if she forwarded anything though. I don't see anything in here. There's a letter from Mark Feather.
Why is this in here? Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute.
What is it?
Oh, I thought I found an email in here from Craig DeThomasis and I almost died.
Oh God, I thought.
But it's not. It's from Mark
Okay.
Feather. Because I saw
Yeah,
Strober
I saw
Strober v. Harris, and my heart jumped into my throat because that's the one that DeThomasis was like, Strober v. Harris, Strober v. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, but it's from Mark Feather talking to Dan Owen. So
yeah, it's these requests asking for stuff. 1 second, I gotta.
well, explaining to him why Jeremy is not stalking anyone.
All right. So another thing happened that was really interesting. Actually, let's just pull it up. Fuck it. I think I've got the screenshots here. So another thing happened, and it was they were sent to me. There were roughly 3 screenshots. Now these screenshots were kind of interesting because this was, well, let's pull this one up first. This was the big donor talking to John Cook. And he notes, hey, John Cook, get your money from Lisa Lee. My directive is it's yours. So he's saying straight up, yo, that money that I donated, I didn't donate it to her. I donated it
for
to you guys. Get it. Okay.
Go get it.
He goes further. He keeps talking.
They still won't, though. They won't.
Oh, no.
They won't go get it.
No. And you know what? Like, only me, like I said, he could really do something. He could get involved and report this to the authorities. That's what he should do because, again, this is fraud. He didn't give it to them to sit on and to threaten these people with. He said, for the record, I give authorization for the money to be given to you and your family who desperately need it. So they didn't need authorization, to be honest. It's their money no matter what. But he's still saying, hey, any question about this whatsoever? Remember, 2L's, her big talking point was that people didn't want me to give the money. Okay, well, this guy gave a huge sum of money. And he is saying, yes, you know what? I do want you to give it to them. So, now
yep, that's pretty clear. That's pretty clear. And didn't he also say something about the reaching out? Is that the next one?
Yeah. So he tells Cook, yo, man, I'll not contact you directly. I'll not contact you. And I won't say any more here. But he notes, I emailed Lisa Lee 2 weeks ago, and she chose not to reply. So it's 3 people now. You have Preston, who says, hey, I asked her. I reached out. She won't reply to me. When John Cook was brought up, she said the same thing. Yeah, she said that. And Giant Donor. I mean, this is some scammy bullshit right here. Like, this is next freaking level. The people the money belongs to, she won't even talk to them or the major donor. But remember, she's all about satisfying any concerns that any of the major donors have, right? That is very, very interesting, isn't it? Huh. All right. I think we've covered a lot tonight.
We have.
I feel like I say that, and at the same time, I didn't touch anything that related to the case from yesterday. There were somebody posted some conversation bits that they had with LMNOP. She apparently decided to answer some people in DMs or whatever they call it on Facebook. And they posted those where she was responding about everything. One part of it was really funny, in fact. They were talking about the, let me see, where the fuck did it go? There it is. So they would respond, man, I hate Twitter. I fucking hate Twitter. Give me a second. I had to make sure that something is saved, or I'll have to go and pull it again. This makes me irritated, man. I hate Twitter.
People, your
I
YouTube
hate
host
Twitter.
is fighting with Twitter currently.
I hate it,
Your
man.
chats are
You know,
important to us.
Well, Twitter is so jacked up because, what I do to save things is I message myself on Twitter. That way, like if there's an exchange back and forth, I'll message myself and I'll make sure that way, like I said, I set on things, I'll be able to keep them there. Well, there's an exchange. Apparently, every time I try to do that, though, I have to go through and fight the mess because Twitter's so jacked up nowadays that it's a mess. But anyway, somebody had put up a message exchange that they had with LMNOP, and LMNOP in it is actually talking about how that video, the video she denied was real. The one that Jeremy Hales actually showcased in its entirety with the court hearing. Well, with the writing of checks, she tried to still play that even when she was told this stuff, it's legit. She still tried to play at the I didn't hear it, I guess, because she was calling him a liar and all this other stuff with it. Ooh, I like that too. John Cook. Wow, that's an interesting statement. I'm going to make sure that's I don't remember this one. Is that a legit?
Holy cow.
What's that? There are so many things today.
Somebody said, I'm still looking at the emails. Some guy named Justin, I won't say his last name, sent Dan Owen an email that says, attention. Just wanted to bring to attention how much of a scumbag, undeserving piece of shit you really are. You actually sit in your shitty little office and make judgments about cases based on what you've seen on YouTube instead of actual evidence and facts.
That is hilarious and very well deserved, by the way. Very well deserved.
It gets worse. I can't read this. It's so funny.
I swear this thing. I love it. What page is that on?
177.
Oh my God, I gotta read it. I gotta see it. Oh my God, 177.
I love this. You actually sit in your shitty little office and make judgments.
Oh my God.
Cases.
I'll read that. That's awesome. Just wanted to bring to attention how much of a scumbag, undeserving piece of shit you really are. Actually sit in your little office, make judgments about cases based on what you see on YouTube. It's of actual evidence and facts. Sounds like your butt buddies and John Crooked D. And you like it from sending out a memo to the state to not uphold redaction protecting order. To not charging a meth head drunk when he pulls out a pew-pew, I said pew-pew, on multiple people on multiple occasions. You need to be fired, and I hope you are taken to federal court and kicked out just like Judge Scumbag DeBiases, and even worse, sued for your actions and have to actually pay for your actions. I've never heard such disgusting activity out of a state attorney's office. I will be filing many complaints through many channels to hopefully get you out of this position of power, because it seems to me all you do is abuse it. Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Oh.
And you know what they'll do, though? They'll use that one email to be like, we're getting death threats.
Yeah. There was no threat in there.
No, of course not, but they'll lie.
Yeah,
they'll lie. They lie.
Well, that's how they do. That's how they shut down any type of actual commentary. That's how they try to they remove your ability to ask questions from the very people you employ, and that is done all the time. It's disgusting, man. God, I'm looking through this. This is a treasure trove.
Yeah,
I feel like
there's
a
so
kid that
much.
can't.
There's so much gold in here
It's
to dig through.
freaking years of insanity. You can tell
Yeah.
that they are butthurt too about having to turn over stuff. They are not happy. You can just see it.
Oh, they took forever to turn this over.
Yeah.
Forever. And I wonder how much they charged for it.
Oh, I'm sure they charge plenty, you know.
What was the date on page 177? Okay, I'll tell you. Hold on. The date of that email was, look, I'm already down to like 200.
What is wait. Here's
September
something.
2, 2024.
Go to page 34.
Page there. Oh, you
I
gotta
want
get
to know
me
where
all
this
the way up there.
starts. Preservation request. Where is
Okay.
that? Because look what they're talking about there.
Oh,
All
I know.
legal
That's
documentation.
unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, they're so what we're finding out about is
There
that
was
they
a
were
crime analyst, you guys, for real. Levy County assigned a crime analyst to investigate Jeremy Hales' YouTube channel.
yeah, for real. They really did. Because you have them talking, they're like, "Good morning, Lieutenant whatever. I'm gonna just it wanted me to reach out and let you know in order to submit a preservation request for the redacted YouTube account. They're requesting legal documentation to be submitted with the account name and dates being requested." So and then it's signed by so and so crime analyst for Levy County.
And then Dan Owen writes her back, and Dan says, regarding legal documentation, does that mean YouTube is insisting on an accompanying search warrant and subpoena ducis tecum? So he's like, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to make it happen?
Yep.
Do you need a subpoena? Do you need a search warrant? I'll get that. For you, are they
YouTube
insane?
content.
Have they ever investigated the possible child abuse going on
No, of course
with
not.
Lynette and John? Have they investigated how the hell Lynette got to adopt a baby when she's had CPS take another child away from her? Actually, more than one. Her grandchildren and Ashley taken away from her by the state. You're not supposed to adopt a kid if you have that kind of history.
It blows my mind the way that this is just, it's very telling. Let's just say it is very telling because we are getting a real picture of what these people are like, and they are nasty business, you know. But attaching a crime analyst to try to go after that. So they've done everything they can. What this tells you is that Jeremy Hales did not break the law. He hasn't at all, because they went out of their way.
They couldn't find anything.
Oh,
they went out of
tried.
their way. They went through it with a fine-tooth comb. They were searching for perjury. They were digging through Ohio records. They were subpoenaing YouTube. They couldn't find jack shit. Dan Owens, you're a disgrace. Any corrupt state attorney should be able to find something to pin on a guy. Man, Jeremy Hales must be really squeaky clean if these assholes in Levy County can't find something to pin on him, if the Good Old Boy Network can't set him up for a crime.
I got a Raider for a second.
Does Jeremy have these emails? He does, yes. When did they do this? What date? You mean you want the YouTube date? Sure. This is all closed now, by the way. None of this stuff is open anymore, or they wouldn't have handed over the documents.
Yeah, they wouldn't give it to us there, you know?
So Dan sent that email about the YouTube search warrant and subpoena on January 22nd, 2024.
What the
Yes, I'm sure, Aunt B, that this is the investigation Felisa is always flapping her jaw about.
Yeah. Well, you know what that tells them, though, because they didn't do a FOIA or anything. That means that I'm sure they bragged about it to them.
Yeah.
See, I think that you heard the conversation that the neighbors, you know, the disputed property ones that they had with the police, and how chatty Cathy they were, but they try to keep certain things because, you know, they're being recorded and they know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can imagine what they say when they don't think anybody's
when
listening.
They're not recorded. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine what they say on the phone with one another, because they have made an effort, and you can see in some of these emails, to talk to each other on the phone. Like when Dan Owen says, I would like to talk to you about this before I talk to Carla. That doesn't mean on email. That means let's get on the phone.
Yeah, get on the phone and talk about it. Oh, yeah, you can see it. You see them talking about that too.
These people are avoiding transparency on purpose.
Is this them? Again, every now and then we'll get something mixed in here too that that won't have anything to do with Jeremy Hales.
Right. Like Judge Davis's amended calendar. Like, I don't know why they put this in there, because every once in a while Jeremy's name comes up on the calendar because he had a hearing scheduled. And it's like, okay, so this is what they do. They know what you're looking for, but they throw all this other shit in, so it makes it hard to go through.
We had the barbecue stuff in here.
I never got to the barbecue stuff.
Oh yeah, check this out. Here's the one part of it. There's a bunch of it, but here, give me a second. Let's see. Here's a screenshot. Yeah, here's them talking about the
that's
incident.
a long one.
Yeah, it's an incident on it. So they give barbecues, about the place. I didn't redact the address, but 2024. Upon arriving in the area, went to Popeye's parking lot in search of a white male suspect. Stated walking direction southbound. Suspect was stated to be a white male wearing black, fleeing the scene on foot. No contact was made with the suspect. I made contact with the victim, redacted, and the witness, George. George was in possession of video footage, which was recorded on personal cell phone. Upon reviewing the cell phone, I observed redacted and the suspect standing outside the restaurant front door at Barbecues. Redacted and the suspect were verbally arguing back and forth between themselves in a very aggressive manner. It came to the point where the suspect became irritated to the point where he tossed some of his drink onto redacted, wetting the front of redacted's hoodie.
Hold on a minute. Hold the phone. Something is wrong with that description. Go back again. What?
Yeah.
What was happening? The suspect was standing.
So they're saying that they're standing. So
somebody and the suspect were verbally arguing back and forth in a very aggressive. No, I don't think that's how it happened. They weren't in the parking lot when it happened. I thought he walked up to him in the restaurant.
I want to see the video of all this just to see. Well, you know what's weird? Okay, go to page. Let me pull this up too. Give me a second. What they do weirdly is it obfuscates this. So if you go to the bottom again, like I said, folks, we're going through this stuff in the moment. This is like right down. Damn, this thing does not want to load up. There's so much of it, That is down.
And there's so much duplicate stuff in here. So much. They have put the same damn emails from Amy Christmas and Debbie Snyder so many times that I hate them now. And they bill
you on that multiple times.
Of course they do. They have put the exact same emails in here, and they know they do that.
So if you go down to page 589, it's almost the bottom.
That's the second to last page.
There's the report. Now, if you start scrolling up, you'll notice that there's an incident report that tells about it's going over George and in red. There's discussion there. But as you start up, there's another case that starts getting like shoved into it. Like when I was looking at this, I was like, wait a minute, is this the same thing? Okay, so you'll see
this is about getting
you get up to 584. 584 has a description of it too. That's a agency case. They have the case with it. They have the same thing written down, only it's not a police doc. It's where they review. But then, like I said, if you start scrolling up, what you'll do is you'll find another case at 580. I thought this was a witness. Like at 580, I thought this was a witness to that. I thought, well, that's weird. There's this guy. Like I even followed up to ask of who this person was, right? It's because on 580, and folks, when you're listening to this, essentially you have about 8 pages covering this. Then you start having witness statements that come in. Weirdly enough, though, there is an unrelated crime that is attached to it. And what's more, on one of these pages, like 579, where the voluntary statement is, when you have addresses and phone numbers, they didn't redact any of this stuff. So the people who witnessed this other crime, they put their all of their information in here where it's accessible by anyone. It should not have been. They put.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. A genital man. The genital man.
Yeah, yeah. 576. They put the person's face.
The genital man. The genital man.
It's just so bizarre because I was like, is this part of that? When I was reading it, I was like, wait a minute. I don't remember anybody getting kicked in the. They're like, what is this about?
I think that person was trying to say gentleman, but she wrote genital man.
Genital man. Yeah. Yes, the gentleman. The genital man. Oh my God.
I gotta bounce. I gotta go. Okay. I wish I could do this all night, but I can't. I have to leave tomorrow, so I gotta pack my bags and stuff.
All right. Well, hey, when you're leaving, by the way, read 562. Like when you leave, just look at that. Right. That doesn't have anything to do. Just read that's the law enforcement going to the Landon complaint.
Oh, that's what I asked for that they never gave me.
Oh yeah, you got
Interesting.
So, yeah, because it's okay. But anyway, you just read. Right. That's the one you wanted. All right. So.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right, see ya. Yes, folks. So in here you have like Landon, for example. When there was a call there, I haven't redacted it, so I can't put it up on the screen right this moment. But you have a request for law enforcement at 10:42. This is what it says: remarks or narrative. All right. Grandmother's boyfriend. Subject 60s them and S8 girlfriend with, then it says who the person is. It has John Cook, grandmother's boyfriend. It has Michelle Preston, grandmother. It has redacted girlfriend. Actually, let me see if there's any address stuff here. Yeah, I'll have to redact all that. But it goes through, and the call, it is wild. I mean, when you read through this, it is something else because it's charting the 911 call. So they called in and accused Cook of SA, but they were like, yo, we're terrified of him. We just need to get out of here. And you also have the whole contact, the incident narratives, all of that stuff's in here. So that's a complete complaint. It's not just a portion of it, but it looks like there may be communications. Yeah, there's communications about John Cook. Huh. What the fuck? It's so bizarre. They'll mix up, like I said, they'll mix in from that other law enforcement complaints that have nothing to do with it, though. Anyway, we'll go through all these, but like I said, it is like a smorgasbord of information that we have not seen. So it'll take a few days, but what the primary thing in it is them. I mean, it's some bad business. All right, let's hit some super chats here. Give me a minute. I gotta get my mind right here. Let's see. Let me get my hot plate math on. All right, let's go to the super chats. Hot plate math, baby. Max Lab, thank you for kicking it off, my friend. Appreciate you there with a super chat. Good to see you. Laura dropped that 34 months. Thank you, Laura. That is much appreciated too. Thank you there. Sticky Widget's like, hey, it's not 34 months, but still, it's 11 months. Time flies. Indeed. I like that. That's really funny there too, you know? Oh, that's awesome. So my favorites noted. Thanks for 9 months, by the way. My daughter made Dean's List for her online schooling. That's awesome. Plus, made Student of the Month. That is amazing. Like, congratulations on that. That's big time. First of all, making Dean's List is big time. Going in, and that should be commended more, to be honest. When people are out there, they're going to school, you notice everything societally, all the imaging, all of the shows and movies, they don't focus you on going to school and doing a good job. What they do is they tell people they should be out there partying and doing this or that. There's a time and a place for everything, and it's college or it's school. You see the messaging. So I really think that people should be commended when they do a good job, and especially when they do such a damn good job that they end up being Student of the Month. So bravo. Congratulations for them. That is not celebrated enough. That's awesome. Cynic and Chief, thanks for the 2 there. Reload your doorbell. Spend time with your kids. Indeed. I think that's actually very good stuff to note. Like I said, for myself, I've been spending an exorbitant amount of time with the kids doing stuff. It's been a lot of fun too. Today we had a lot of fun. We went out, we cut up, we had a good time. And yeah, part of it is staying safe too. I mean, right now, again, folks, I know there's a lot of people that are pushing and preaching division. We see it a lot in media right this moment too. You have it especially attached politically. People want us to be divided, and you and I, we're very close to one another, as far as what we do, what we go through. We just try to be happy and move along. So don't let people divide you. Don't let people make you hate each other over the stupidest nonsense. Like, if anything, the message over the last few days should be that we are strong when we're together. So Skipper Truck, thanks for the 2 there. Pull it out, big boy. Well. That's funny. Thank you. Liz, thanks for the 10 there. For real, I do my Christmas shopping on What the Hell's What Night show all year long. Unique items, and I save money. Indeed, that's one of the great things about everything. And right now, let me say this too. Right now, all this stuff has to hit them in the pocket. It does. I mean, the cost of litigation alone, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They've hurt their business. I mean, their business. You had people out there calling them the worst things in the world, and they have completely just tried to sabotage that name so much. And when people look at it, some people don't know what to think, or they just tune out, and it's bad stuff. So encourage people, if you want to help out, you help out with a business like that. It's good. It helps out there. Thank you. 2012, thanks to YouTube sucks. Allowance for Checha. It does a lot of times. Actually, it does a lot of hinky BS trying to interfere with your ability to do things. And it's weird. It's weird and it's nuts. This weekend, by the way, so for the next few days, we have a lot of stuff to catch up on. A lot. Preston has removed her YouTube commentary. All of it. So everything that was there has been ghosted. But guess what? We picked it all up. She also said quite a bit when it comes to posting on Facebook. And we also have a video to go over. I want to go over the Hale's video talking about the court stuff the other day. I did, by the way, get access. I went in, I paid my access for the court footage. They have, if you want to see the footage and you want to help out, if you can, if you can't, again, I'm sure it will become available later on down the road. But I liked this idea because right now they're paying a fortune in legal fees. So they were like, hey, if people want to see this ahead of time, if you want to see it, while it's here, Here's the footage, but it's under a higher level membership. Now, again, later on, it will become available to everyone, I'm sure. But God, I can imagine trying to recoup hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, because that hearing the other day, you think about this, that hearing, the 10 minutes of hearing, when you think about the prep work and everything else, I'm sure that 10-minute hearing cost thousands of dollars. Thousands. Because, you know, you have Randy has to answer, he has to do that. And again, it's all legitimate costs. But Lynette Preston, in order to counter her, it has cost an absolute fortune. So isn't it crazy how justice is not only slow, but it's just, I mean, is it really just? Favorable. Thanks for the 10. Jeremy said Dan was at his court this week. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Well, it's fascinating, again, to read through that. When you read that you have a district attorney, or a prosecutor, I said district attorney, a prosecutor that does not want to uphold a protective order and is trying to find he's trying to find a reason to invalidate your protective order and put you in. Have you ever heard of a prosecutor going in and trying to invalidate someone's protective order? I mean, have you ever heard of someone doing that? Jeremy Hales is the victim. And you have prosecutors maliciously targeting him and trying to invalidate that. And when they did, they wanted to charge him with perjury. They were looking for a way to do that. Isn't that fucking insane? Like, can you imagine that? Like, that is so horrible. Like, that's the kind of thing that people should be protesting. Like, media should speak up on. Because again, you know, when you're a victim, you are supposed to be protected. You are supposed to be protected from state to state. And these jackasses over here in Florida, look at what they're doing. You have to ask not only what they're doing, but why they're doing it. If they're going out of their way, again, to invalidate a protective order, exactly, dose reality. So much for protecting victims. That's what they all run on too. Every single one of these jackasses, they run on a platform that says that they stand up, that they protect victims. You know, they all have buzzwords around it, but they all run on the same type of platform. They like to run on statistics. They say somehow in some way that they're helping out the community. They're allowing people, you know, there's less crime. That means less victimization, and that they stand up for victims. If something bad happens, they're supposed to be your advocate. Because unfortunately, in any other court type, you end up, it may be slow, but you still end up being able to go out and to sue, to try to do something about it. But you can't. When you have a protective order, you are at the whim of police. You are at the whim of the courts. They decide whether or not to make it work. And in this case, you have prosecutors that are saying, no, we will not do that. In fact, we are looking for a way to invalidate it and make you go to jail. Like, that is insane. They were doing all this deceptively behind the scenes, trying to hide what they were doing. Because they're mad because this guy, he wanted to do in that was, again, he got a protective order. Like, you can. Here, I got it right here. Hey, kiddo, what's up?
What's up?
What's yourself? I got the scissors sitting over here. Did you have a good day today?
Yeah.
What did we do today? Come here.
I go tell everyone.
Yeah, why don't you tell everyone what we did today? What kind of day did we have today?
Anyway,
Come over here. Well, yeah, but who did you hang out with all day long?
Dave.
Dad, that's right. Just me and you, right? Here,
Yeah, and Gigi and Sissy.
yeah, that's right. Gigi and Sissy, they went and had a day for themselves. But me and you, we planned our own day, didn't we? We planned it first, too, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's
Still
right.
played them second.
That's right. Hey, we planned our own day. We had a good day. We got together.
Yeah, and we did our own stuff together.
That's right. So what did we do today? You want to tell people what we did? Oh, my goodness, you're so big.
We went to Five Below and got
Yeah.
some
Well, where did we go
candy.
first? Do you remember where we went first?
That-
The Hitch, right?
The
That's
Hitch.
place. Yeah, that's the place where. What do they have there?
The candy and toys and everything.
Oh, yeah, they have candy, especially the candy though, big time. That's one of her favorite. That's our favorite place in town. I think it's our local candy store. So you got you a bag of candy.
And the town of candy.
Did you know I took a picture of your candy bag? I posted it. You want to see it?
Yeah, I did. I
we share it?
didn't remember what I got.
Yeah, well, we got a bunch of stuff over there. Yeah, actually, I took a picture. Remember when we were over at the place where we ate?
What's it called?
What, the place that we ate?
Mhm.
Wait just a second. Here, you made that candy thing. It makes the bag look a little emptier than it is. Check this out. Look at that, man. Man.
It looks so good.
And doesn't it look good? Man, look at that. What do you got in here? Let's see. You've got your SpongeBob Pez. You've got another Pez reloads behind it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have your icy spray candy thing.
Yeah, you have to throw it in your mouth, not your face.
Yep. There's what is that in the little bag? What is that?
It's called a little thing called a. It's like a fruit roll-up, but in a bag and it's something.
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah. It looks like bubble tape, but it's like a fruit roll-up, right?
Yeah.
It's like that bubble tape bubble gum, but it's a big fruit roll-up, yeah. Then you have some bubble tape. And what's that on the bottom?
A double push pop whipping.
Oh, man, a double.
Yeah. 3 of them.
She calls them push pop weapons. Why do you call them push pop weapons, by the way?
Because you can make a weapon if a creek comes up to you.
She take the push pops, like you push it up and it's like a lollipop. She makes them. She used to call them. What was it? You called them a push pop shank. You said that with Sissy. You were like, I made a push pop shank. I was like, don't call that a shank. She did though. She made a push pop weapon out of it. I was like, don't be making weapons out of these all the time.
Yeah, it's just whipping if a creek comes up.
Yeah. If a creep comes up, it's a weapon. Oh, what?
Yeah, I showed it
Oh,
from
my
a show. The
goodness.
Llama Mama.
My goodness.
The Llama Mama makes these.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I saw you. You got a push pop weapon. I thought that was kind of amazing.
Yeah, you can
So-
make weapons if someone tries to hurt you too.
Yeah, we don't let people hurt anybody. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
so that's why you always bring it on you.
That's right. So on top of that, we have
You have to push pop 2 taped together like.
yeah. Hey, look, somebody sent you. Here's $2. Can you say thank you, Emma?
Thank you, Emma.
Said Daddy and You Day. So me and You Day sounds like a super fun day. Oh, it was. So then we went and we got food, right? We went to the barbecue place, right?
You know about the candy.
Yeah, we went to the barbecue place and what did you get to eat? I can't remember. Chicken strips and French fries, right?
Yeah, and you put ketchup with it, so it's ketchup.
Oh yeah, of
French
course.
fries.
So we got pretty good food over there.
Yeah.
Then we went over to
Five Below.
Five Below.
Why is it called Five Below?
Because it's fine. Everything in the store is $5 or less. Although when you have a kid that's like this, they end up still costing you enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
that's you. Yeah, you cost too much. Yeah, you get Five Below.
I only would literally say, "Oh, you money that."
Ribs? No, she didn't want ribs today. Actually, I went to a barbecue joint though. We have a nice one in the middle of town, and she just didn't want ribs today.
I didn't want ribs.
Yeah, she didn't want ribs today.
And we went to one.
I was surprised, but we went to Five Below. You got a bunch of stuff at Five Below.
And we went to.
Yes, we went to Wally World because you wanted to go to Walmart for some reason. I hate Walmart.
Walmart. It's
I know.
Walmart.
I know. You were like, let's go to Walmart.
And
Because you wanted what was it? You wanted chips and
A bunch of stuff. And a lip gloss.
Yeah, and you wanted some bubbles and stuff.
And lip gloss.
And then what did we get? We went to Dairy Queen and got a Blizzard, right?
And that's it.
Yeah, well, we got a Blizzard Mini, and I swear I cannot believe that thing was like a. It is tiny.
Like this, like
Yeah.
a pixel.
$5 for something. I mean, I was like, that's it. But now that's a good size for you. But I was like,
A
that thing should
pixel.
cost like $2. It was like $5. I was like, oh my gosh.
At least
Look.
it's not 10
Here's
Julian
your-
dollars.
Here's you more dollars. Can you say thank you to Andre?
Thank you, Andre.
Yeah, glad you had a great day with your dad's candy money. That's right.
I got mine.
Yeah, well, we
We
had,
went to the
we had
fair.
a fun day.
Yeah, me and Gigi and Papa went to the fair.
You did. Oh, here, Debbie. Can you say thank you to Debbie?
Thank you, Debbie.
Sent you $5 there. Said enjoy. Thanks very much. Oh, I enjoyed it. That's very nice, right? Yeah. Well, we thought it would be a good day. Like I said, with
And Gigi's sister got the own day. Let's tell you what Gigi's sister got.
well, she went and did her fingernails, right?
Yeah, safety.
Which we got to pay for. That's fun.
Yep. We had to pay for it, but we did it.
That's still good. She got a goldfish because the one from the fairgrounds. It
Died.
yes, it's a fair fish. You know, those things never live. They live about a day, and it
Like
did.
one day, and then
So she wanted goldfish. So we got her goldfish, you know, like for real, and it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
yeah,
What was the goldfish's name? Do you remember?
grenade.
It's Flash Grenade something.
A flash
She
grenade.
names it like she has a pet named Tax Evasion 3000.
3,000 Julian million.
Yeah, she has a. Oh my lord, she has a fish named Flash Grenade.
I love that money.
Oh my lord,
Because I like the
freaking
hair.
Tax Evasion is the name of one of her pets, though.
Yeah, why tax evasion? Why not 3008?
I don't know, but that's funny. Tax Evasion.
I want the.
It's
I
Tax Evasion 3001 or something.
Eight.
3008 is her name.
Yes.
Yeah, but she went out and did some more stuff. All right. Well, hey, let me read the rest of my super chats, and then we'll watch.
Let me
something.
read them with
Oh,
you.
there's some adult stuff you can read.
Can I at least read the good ones?
Well, you read that. Well, let me see if there's a nice thing you can read in there. Okay.
There's a bunch of nice things.
Let me see. Let's see what's in here.
They should-
Cindy, do I need? Can you say thank you to Cindy, by the way? Do I need help going through emails? Sometimes I feel like it. I get a bunch of. We'll talk about that in a minute too. Let's see. Oh look, Rhea Raya. Look, I made Rhea Raya laugh. She spit her drink all over the place. Is that funny?
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Oh look, Rhea Raya said. Can you say thank you first of all?
With you.
She said $5. She said, I thought it was called Five Below because it's cold inside. Do you think it's Arctic in there? That's funny. Does the light come on when you open the door? Yeah, it sounds like a refrigerator there.
Yeah.
That's funny. Actually, you love Five Below,
Take
don't
them.
you?
Yeah, I was saying, oh my dad's money. Right? I almost said all your money last time, remember?
Yeah, actually, the first time I took them the inaugural time,
There's a bunch of money. Like,
I think you both spent about $100 each, which was crazy, by the way. But there had been a lot of stuff going on. You know, we had that thing where some stuff happened, which I'm not going to mention, but you know what I'm talking about. So I was like, well, they need a really good day and a win. So I took them over there.
what? How much did I spend?
You spent over 100. I think it was I think you all spent about $120 each of them.
Yep.
You didn't spend anywhere near that today. You were much calmer on that.
Yeah, because we bought stuff up.
Is that right? Well, we did good though. I thought we got a bunch of good stuff, right?
And we got 6 things because of the Walmart. And we got 7, I think.
Slinky said they need a pet named Taxation and stuff. You know what? Like she probably was. She'd tell her she named that. Can you tell Wander? Thank you. They sent a
Thank you,
gifted
Wanda.
They sent a gifted membership. That's very nice.
Thank you. I like your picture. I like your mind gives off.
You
What
like my picture
is
there?
that?
What?
I like that shirt.
I am wearing a shirt. It's made out of blue tape. It's like that. Remember the tape thing we made?
I can't remember what it's called. I
Try
don't.
blue tape. Remember that one we did?
Yeah, but I don't
All right.
know what we
Here.
else said.
Yeah,
So
well,
we just
we'll
did
play
the
it
blue
later.
tape one
All right.
more
Give me a hug.
time.
Give me a hug so I can finish
Blue
up this
tape.
chase.
Why you try blue tape? That's how I can remember. Oh, try blue tape.
I don't know, but you moved when I tried to give you a kiss on the cheek. I ended up kissing you right over your eyeball. That was weird. All right. Hey, go upstairs so I can finish this.
Kiss on
Well,
the
what?
cheek.
All right, give me Mwah. All right.
Have like one of my candies from we got you from the first one.
Yeah. Are we staying up watching TV tonight, me and you?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, then you can have one other thing because we're going to stay up late. All right, go upstairs though. Let me finish this so we can watch something. I don't care. You pick something up. But let me finish what I'm doing. Did you eat your pizza?
Yeah.
Did you eat it all for sure? For real? Okay. You can have something. Close that door. Let me finish this, okay? So we can watch TV. Yeah, we're going to watch some TV. I told them they could have we call them lazy days. So tomorrow we were supposed to have to do some stuff. So we had adjusted school for the last few days. We've been doing extra homeschool stuff, and now tomorrow we actually don't have to do something we thought we did. So they get to stay up late and goof off. So I guess we're gonna watch movies. So I'm gonna finish up here. Let's see. 1 minute. All right. So with that, Cindy, by the way, I appreciate that. Now, I mean, I get really the one thing I get behind on emails, as far as the crazy stuff and the weird stuff, no. But I mean, I just get such an influx of email. Period. That's the strange thing. It's like you can't imagine. And again, I appreciate it. I appreciate everything people send. I wish I could have communications with everybody, talk for a while. It's so much stuff. But I try to look at everything at least because, again, people send over evidence and everything else. They send over words of encouragement. All of it's appreciated. Thank you. Snowflower, thanks for the 2 there. Sent email subject line. First email. I will check that out for sure. Thank you, too. I will read it over and check it out. Thank you. Rhea, thank you, too. I thought that was funny. I thought you would enjoy that too. Angel, thanks for the 20 months. Love you both. Well, love returned. Thank you very much too. Much appreciated. AKA the Can Lady, thanks for the 14 months. I'm so glad you're on this case because these people must be held accountable. It's absolutely disgusting what they're doing. Indeed. It's amazing too. When you look through everything, it's amazing what kind of insanity that these people have been involved in. All the ugliness and that's an alarm for some reason. I don't know. I have a random alarm set for 10 o'clock at night. Let me check, see if I got any more of them. That's funny. I know I got a random alarm set this late. But yeah, and then when you look at these emails, look, you got all you have legal authorities conspiring. It's freaking insane. SF, thanks so too. Do you think Jeremy is related to do they think that? I don't know if they think he's related, but they relate the 2 names. Okay, so that to me is crazy because they're relating. Again, you have a victim coordinator. I mean, you're talking about the head of that department that is relating the name of a victim that they had and relating other victims that are associated with this insanity from people like John Hale or John Cook and Jeremy Hales. I almost said John Hales. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds bad. So I was gonna say John and Hales, and then I was like, I got to start that one over. we don't need that one. But no, they start associating Jeremy with what sounds like a monster. So they're doing it, and they're encouraging this. They're encouraging it behind the scenes. They're encouraging people to take someone that, again, they had in the capacity of giving services, and behind the scenes, they're laughing about murder. They're also having a fun time laughing about horror done to people. Ha ha, fun times. That's gross by itself. You know, that as a professional, again, in your own free time, laugh at whatever the fuck you want. But as a, you know, even if it's gross or whatever, again, but in your capacity as a professional, you don't. You do not. That's one thing that people cannot get through their heads, whether it's about current tragedy or whatever. These people are supposed to be there to take your complaints seriously and to make you as a victim, make you feel like you're supported. And then behind the scenes, joking about it. What else do they joke about? What else do they treat you like crap? Max left. Thanks for the 2. Yeah, the Dan Owens thing at a hearing. Yeah. Just a second, I gotta mute. They're opening the door. Like, no, close the door. Greg, thanks for the 5 there. Hey, Tuck, Megan in chat. Tell YouTube I'm not a lurker, but a boomer. Indeed. You know, that they need to count. Like, there should be no distinction between the other, you know. And again, I appreciate you, Craig, you know. But it is funny. They should realize, like, everyone, boomers, everything. Love them all, right? Maybe not. Drop 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, maybe not. That is much appreciated. It's good to see you too, maybe not. Appreciate you. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 5 there. Ye old breadsticks, fresh out of the hot oven. I use pockets. Are you trying to hurt my feels? I don't know. That they did. They ghosted. I had brand new, like, oven mitts, you know, the gloves. You know, I'd gotten 2 sets of them because the kids are, you know, you have the oldest helps cook more stuff. So I was like, you know, make sure this is good to go, and they have ghosted them. Although one probably ran off with them, pretending that, you know, she was handling something radioactive or something crazy. Lily thanks for the 5. Jeremy says he's going to sue him. He needs that. Yeah. Well, I mean, he has access to all this. I mean, obviously, and we're going through the FOIA stuff. Like, we'll go through it. This is all public stuff anyway, but we'll go through everything. We'll pull out everything, and then anything that's questionable. What I'm doing right now myself is I'm going through every page and I'm marking it. If it's not related, I'm putting an X through it, you know, because they just dump a bunch of crap in there. And then I'm probably going to go in and I'm probably going to eliminate them where they talk about, they were trying to fill the request, you know, for the information. So they have emails where they're talking about that, you know, and how slow they are about it. I'll probably knock those out too. But I mean, again, they dropped almost 600 pages of email on that, and it will take time. Lily thinks, oh, I'm sorry, I got that, Lily, but yeah, thank you, Lily. Appreciate you. Singing Cheap, thanks for the hit too there. Y'all, you're the devil. Candy money for Bug. Appreciate that, Satan. I heard them, by the way, Cynic, they were talking about the other day. You had 2 XLs. They were saying that I had somehow was the owner of evebarlow.com and another Amber Heard one. And I was like, I don't think I'm the owner. I wonder who could be. Anyway. Colleen, thanks for the 5 there for your pizza burns. I know, man. That was some piping hot anger. I was like, no. Maybe not. Thanks for the 5 there. Use white vinegar on kitchen burns. It prevents. But that's a good. That's actually a good note. I'll try that. I'll try out whatever. You know. I got a little on my hand. I didn't do bad on there though. Rick, thanks for the 5. Called the 911, so you know where to dig a hole. Oh, 811 rather. I'm sorry, so you know where to dig a hole. Yeah, we're gonna get those screens. 811. You got to find out where to dig a hole. Indeed, I remember somebody joking about that at one time. Get those screens. Which screens are you talking about? I'm sorry. My amazing part is I don't remember. Let me know. Single Chief, thanks for the 2 there. Sounds more like mathematics than mathematics. Mathematics. That's funny. I love it. Aria Rod, thanks for the 2. It's Crook's blood pressure. Yeah, it is over the roof. You are right. His blood pressure is over the roof. That's pretty good. John Becker, thanks for the 5 there. I have waited for Lynette to tell us. She's one spelling bee. I love how you did that too. Yes. WHO. Yes. I'm surprised we haven't heard that yet, to be honest. Sinking G, thanks for the 2. Isn't Dan Owens the brother-in-law of Russell? I don't remember. Are they related? Is that true? I can't remember, man. Like somebody note that. If you know, I can't keep up with the family like that. It's so weird, and there's so much of it. Where did that freaking somebody do me a favor too, if you could mail me a link. There was somebody posted a conversation between, wait, is this it? Yeah, here it is. I found it. Never mind. Melissa, you posted that. Of course, I should have known. Melissa, appreciate you, by the way. Melissa's a great. If none of you, again, I love to sing the praises of many of you out there. Melissa, though, I appreciate the heck out of you. Melissa posts all kinds of good stuff, and there's a conversation that she posted. Again, I am telling you, first of all, I do not encourage contact with anyone. People have contacted though, and some of the contact has said some interesting stuff. Now, I can't stop you from doing stuff, but I do not encourage it. 1 second. Jack's mom, thanks for the 5 there. Didn't LP try to call a sheriff's office during the Ohio hearing? Yes. Was the guy she was trying to contact the undersheriff? I'm not sure, but yeah, she was doing all kinds of crazy during that. And you know what really bothers me about all that stuff? They've let this stuff happen. They have absolutely made this woman think that she has some kind of right to weaponize. I mean, they have let her think that breaking a protective order, that's normalized. Think about John Cook. Think about the lessons that he's taken from all of this. These are some not good people. And the lesson they've taken from it is they can do anything they fucking want. So, way to go, prosecutors, especially. Emma, thanks for the 2. Yes, I appreciate that from earlier. Thank you, Andre, again. Appreciate you. Debbie, thank you too. Appreciate it again. Rhea Rye, thank you. And Wonder. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything or anybody. Give me 1 minute here. So much craziness, man. Oh my God. There is a post that has been put up. Wow. Okay, let me find one other thing too. Let me see something. Give me a second here. Okay, I think that's it. All right. I'm going to end here. Tomorrow we will pick up. We have a bunch of stuff to cash up. We have, again, I've watched the I watched what happened in court the other day. Many of you probably have too. We will discuss that. One day we're going to go over the Hale's video, of course. There's all the LMNOP stuff. There's so much. So we'll catch all of that up. And I appreciate you. We will end here. See you.